Hello Racing. We've got a big crowd here tonight in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and we are set for modified feature number 1. Let's bring you the starting lineup from the back to the front. Starting in 18th tonight, the number 6 of Jason Suthers. Starting alongside in P17, the 05 from Trinity, North Carolina, it's Bussy Beavers.
Starting in 16th, we're gonna have the 99 of William Smith, and beside him, starting in 15th, we're gonna have the 78 of Paul Hall.
Starting in 14th, the great Junior Miller in the number 68 machine. He's typically a 69. 755th start tonight for Junior Miller, alongside one of the good race car drivers here that could put it on the point tonight, Brennan Ward in the Q104 04.
And starting in the 12th position, we'll have the number 5 all the way from Pufftown, North Carolina, Randy Butner. And to the inside lane of him, starting in the 11th position, we'll have the 61 of Junior Snow.
The Snowman. Starting in 10th position, all the way from Wesley Chapel, Florida, it's Jeremy Gershner in the bright number 55. And alongside in the Hillbilly Racing entry, the number 79 from Acadia, North Carolina, it's Zach Brewer.
Starting in the 8th position, we have the number 69 of John Holloman, the 4th. And beside him in the number 44, we're going to have Daniel Beeson.
And starting 6th tonight in the Phoenix number 75 machine, it's the great Lee Jeffries. And starting in 5th tonight, the showstopper, the number 16, the 11-time winner at Bowman Gray Stadium, it's Chris Fleming.
And starting in the 4th position, the whole row is the Myers brother. We have the number 1 of Burt Myers, and to his inside lane, starting in the 3rd position, number 4 of Jason Myers.
And the front row for the Twin 25, number 1 for the NASCAR Modifieds tonight, from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, in the Jerry Hunt Super Centers, number 83, it's the Rocket, Tim Brown. And starting on the point tonight with your quick time in modified qualifying from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, driving the PSR Race Products, number 22, it's John Boy, Jonathan Brown.
Oh, Jonathan Brown. Man, he barely got the pole over Tim Brown. We're gonna get the 1 to go here.
Lights are out on what I am being told is a Chevrolet Blazer pace vehicle. So we have been corrected. That is great. You know, hey, we're not perfect up in the booth. We're human. We like to have a good time. We're not perfect. But guess what's going to be perfect? A Saturday night at Bowman Gray Stadium with NASCAR Modifieds. Hear the rumble, because here they come. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. The NASCAR Modifieds at Bowman Gray are green.
Number 22 of Jonathan Brown's going to get a start he likes, but Tim Brown is,
Yellow
crazy.
Flag. Yellow flag. I guess Randy Smith, the starter, might not have liked that start. Somebody fired first. Doesn't he know we were having some fun calling the start of that race? Come on, Randy. But that's okay. We want to do things right here. These are the only double file restarts you'll see tonight. Stack them, rack them. Here we go again. Green flag is out.
Oh, and Tim Brown loves to see it. He's going to get a run over Jonathan Brown. He's going to run him up to the wall. The 83 is going to get loose and fall back quickly.
Tim Brown tried to set it in there, and boy, he put it up in the marbles, and he went backwards fast. Jonathan Brown, now your leader.
Track position means everything here at Bowman Gray, so you hate to see what just happened, but up in front, you're going to see Jonathan Brown continue to have the lead over the number 4.
And right there, you see Tim Brown finally filing in back in the pack right there. Of course, we have no timing and scoring here. They can score, so I'm going to have to count to find out where he is, or Jacqueline can for us. But a very costly error trying so hard on that outside to try to get past the leader, and he just got a little loose, got up in those marbles, and that spelled disaster for Tim Brown.
Yeah, that outside lane is hard to come by, as we're going to see a caution flag produced right here. Jonathan Brown still leading over Jason Myers. Matthew has got his fingers out. You're trying to count
I was
back.
trying to hint to you to count. I was trying to hint to you, and you didn't count. So you forced a guy that sucks at math to count.
Where did he end up?
P2 to P9.
Okay.
Costly mistake for the greatest qualifier in the history of Bowman Gray Stadium. But I'll tell you what, that first lap was one that Tim Brown's going to want to forget.
Yeah, and I spoke to Tim Brown a little bit earlier today about that outside line and the fact that we don't have cone tonight, so we're not able to get those restarts where they can gain positions underneath a caution. And he said this outside lane is very hard for us to navigate in this modified. We even pick up pieces of the asphalt up there, which makes the car very upset. So they've been trying some different springs, trying to figure it out, but that costly mistake is going to keep him way back there.
Lights are out on top of the pace car. Quickie yellow here. Man, they're making it go by quick. There's not much time to even talk here, but that's a good thing. These fans are going to see a show tonight. Twin features for both twin races, the sportsman and the modified, and we are going single file. Remember, the Twin 25 is the only time this year in the modified division that we actually go single file on the restarts here. So it'll be a little bit of a different game, a little safer for the leader as the green flag rolls out on lap number 4, and your leader, John Boy Brown, with Jason Myers in tow. Showtime right there. Excuse me, the showstopper, not Showtime, that's Jimmy Blewett, but Chris Fleming in P3.
Quite the jump there on that restart by Jonathan Brown. Don't know if Jason Myers saw the green flag come out as he got a 2-car advantage over him, and running right behind him in the 3rd place position, the showstopper who you just mentioned, not able to close that gap between him and Jason Myers just yet.
And the showstopper, he even stopped the show, Jacqueline. We went to the driver's meeting, and he even stopped the show a little bit in the driver's meeting, didn't he?
He absolutely stopped the show. That was something very new for me. We were in the locker room here
of the field house.
And he had a few things he wanted to bring up to everyone, and that's okay. All is fair in love and war.
And in modified racing, and that is a modified guy if you've ever seen one. That guy lives, eats, breathes, sleeps modified racing, and you're seeing some great battles going on right now because the pressure on the back bumper of Zach Brewer's 79 is code red as John Holloman in that black and pink number 69 is all over the backside of Brewer's number 79, who's stopping that number 79 in the corner, kind of playing defense there. John Holloman, it's kind of breaking his momentum, making it hard to try to get a run off the corner on Zach Brewer's 79.
What's interesting, though, is you'll see him over here in 3 and 4. He washes up a little bit, just apex of the corner here. So you'll see where he can get that advantage over him, the 69 over the 79. But here in turns 1 and 2, the 79 is taking advantage and running just a little bit over those turtles and able to get that momentum.
This is a pretty good battle on the track right now. It's probably the best battle on the track right now as the leader has kind of walked away with this one. But right there you see on our screen the number 1 of Burt Myers. Burt Myers, an 84-time winner here at Bowman Gray in the NASCAR modified ranks. Daniel Beeson right behind him, right behind him in that 44 car. And what's interesting is Beeson crashed last week, late in the race. They fixed that race car, brought it back here to Bowman Gray for the morning practice session, and the steering rack was leaking. It was busted. So he went home during that few-hour break, and he picked up this car, which he did not want to bring to Bowman Gray Stadium, he told me. But, hey, Beeson's got a pretty good spot right now, sitting pretty right behind Burt Myers in the 5th position.
Yeah, and as we spoke about earlier, we have twin modified races tonight. We're going to see the winner of this feature pill draw for an invert, either 8, 10, or 12, to see where they'll line up for the second feature event. Again, 25 laps for both of these twin features. You're going to see some
16 laps into this race right now. Lap traffic of Crab Smith playing a role in this right now. Holloman to the inside. He uses that lap traffic to his advantage and gets by Zach Brewer. What a masterful move by the young race car driver there. Crab Smith kind of playing the jam cars. He gets a little loose and gets into the grass. Yellow flag is out. Lap number 18 of this 25-lap feature. That's right, we don't have scoreboards here, so you know, we up at the booth, we are going to try our best to let you guys know. That's why you don't see the ticker on flow with a lap count. This place is so old school, they don't even have, you know, they don't even have a timing and scoring. They have about 7 to 8 scorers to the left of us in the tower that do it old school.
Absolutely. Got several pencils sitting out here. No racers, though, and ready to get going. We got 1 lap to go until we're going to have a restart. Again, lap 18.
Let's set the field for you right now. John Boy in the lead. Jason Myers of Walnut Cove in 2nd position. The showstopper, Chris Fleming in 3rd. Burt Myers, Daniel Beeson round out your top 5. Right behind him, John Holloman the 4th. Zach Brewer, Lee Jeffries, and then Tim Brown as we go to green here on lap number 18 at Bowman Gray Stadium. John Boy so far untouchable as he gets to the loud pedal here coming off a 4.
And that's the type of restart he likes to see. He's going to head into corners 1 and 2, and quite the run. Jason Myers trying to keep up and see how he can close that gap between him and the leader. Closely behind him, that number 16 of the showstopper, unable to get to the back of Jason Myers. Right behind him, Burt Myers. And again, Holloman trying everything he can to get by Burt for that 4th place position.
Well, yeah, you see a gaggle of cars right there lined up in line right behind the number 16 of Chris Fleming, including Burt Myers, Daniel Beeson, John Holloman, the 4th. Single file. That's not going to make you smile. We need some double file racing going on here. But right now, it's a single file event. 25 lapper here. 21 laps on the book. And John Boy is leading. This is a single file train right now. Who's going to step out? Who's going to try to duck to the inside, maybe use the chrome horn to try to get one spot?
Yeah, you see the 44 David Beeson try to get that chrome bumper to the back of Burt Myers. And you'll see him kind of stack up there with Holloman in the 69. And again, 2 more laps here, lap 23 to go.
23 laps on the books. Jonathan Brown having a very easy go at it in this first event, and he'll draw the pill. The white flag is out for the white rocket of the number 22, and that is a brand new PSR car this year. And race number 2, it looks like that brand new white machine is going to go to victory lane. John Boy takes the checkered flag, twin number 1.
Blink and it's over on the modifieds. We spoke a little bit about that earlier. 25 laps go by quick.
Second place finisher Jason Myers, congratulates him. 3rd place to the showstopper Chris Fleming. Burt Myers in 4th. 5th place Daniel Beeson. And the winner tonight, the number 22 car of John Boy. What a run for him, starting out the front there, and you know, he had that challenge for Tim Brown, but besides that, it was an easy go for Jonathan Brown.
It was. He was able to get that jump on the restarts, pull ahead, and ultimately not have any contact. He even spoke. He even went by a lap car once, but quickly got right by him and just kept on with his forward momentum. So he will be the one to let us know what that invert will be for the second feature event later on this evening.
John Boy, of course, last year had a pretty good season. He bookended the season, winning the Grand 200 lapper, the Hayes Jewelers 200 to start the season, and then winning the season finale. This year, he wants to concentrate on getting the W's all in between. And they've got a brand new car and looking pretty sporty here so far in 2022 is Jonathan Brown.
Off to a good start. We're getting the W's already in the second race of the season, getting to take that checkered flag around Bowman Grays. He's going to meet his family and friends up at the start-finish line.
Oh, look at that. He handed off the crew member the checkered flag. That was kind of cool. So the crew guys can walk into victory lane holding that stitched Bowman Gray checkered flag. And we're going to go down trackside to superstar PA announcer Randy Pettit, the colorful Randy Pettit, as he brings us the pump-em circumstance and all the cheers from the family and friends down in victory lane.
We've got our scramble for race number 2. JB reaches in there, and let's see what he drew. Watch the scoreboard. He is climbing the all-time winners list here at the Madhouse. Victory number 21 of his Bowman Gray Stadium career. And he is about to get out of his car and celebrate the first one of 2022. Jonathan Brown, JB, parks it in the Carolina Wood Floors winner's circle, just as he predicted tonight here at the Madhouse. Well, this has got to feel a whole lot better than last week when you had a whole lot of trouble in the Hayes Jewelers 200. Today's a new day. You had them covered tonight, JB. Victory number 21 for a little Southside kid here at the Madhouse. Congratulations.
Man, it's almost unbelievable. You know, I told you earlier I was going to come back over here and sing in victory lane. I'll tell you why. God gave me a talent. Since I turned my life to live for him, and he's just done so much for me. He sent his only son to die for all of our sins. Look what he's done for me, and he can do the same thing for y'all. I got to thank my family, Hannah and Maverick, Lynn, everybody. I got to thank this crew and everybody at PSR Products, man. They have literally worked their butts off so much. We didn't stop since last season. We worked our butts off, and those guys have done so much for me. I got to thank all these sponsors, because without them and without all you fans, we wouldn't be here. I'm going to start listing these things off. I hope I don't forget anybody. Walkertown Pond and Gun, my man Joe Tilley's right here somewhere. Buddy and Lisa with Amerifast Supply. Tony's Competitions Engines. Man, Tony took a turd and turned it into a really good piece. I wish he could be here tonight, but man, this thing's a rocket, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. JTV, my man Johnny. Brad at Velocita, LNR Transmissions, Tim Gottschall with Bill Steen, Joe with Leak Plumbing, Randy Wilson, Twin City Synthetics, Burke Street Pub, PSR Products, Tea Time Sports and Parrots, NASCAR for everything they do for us, Bowman Gray Stadium for everything they do for us, Mark Joyce, everything he does, man. It's such a huge tribe. I know I get the privilege of driving this thing, but it's such a huge tribe that gets us here. Wake Tree Service Cave and everybody.
America, his name is Jonathan Brown. Around here we call him John Boy, but tonight we call him a winner. He will go to the Carolina Wood Forest Winner's Circle for the first time, 2022. The McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Series race number 2 is set to rumble. We had the Raleigh Auto Parts Madhouse. We had the Madhouse Scramble earlier.
The Madhouse Scramble, we're waiting to see what that is.
Shake things up. Riley Neal drew 16th. That's where he's
Riley
going
Neal
to
drew
start
16th.
tonight, the winner of that first race.
For the Sportsman
Wesley
race.
Thompson of Moxville will start 17th.
So it should be interesting tonight with the Madhouse Scrambles, Jacqueline, and did not hear what pill they drew for the modifieds, but basically these twin races, they draw a pill, and it determines what the invert will be. But hey, right now, the fans in the stands are up, getting their popcorn, getting their peanuts at this beautiful facility. We're going to take a break on Flow Racing, and we got a lot coming from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. A lot of physical beating and banging coming from Bowman Gray Stadium. We'll be back.
In the 08 machine. Starting 8th, Rule Hall, the 92. Kyle Southern, Chase Robinson, the 31 car out of Winston-Salem, rolls off 7th. Starting 6th from Walburn is Braden Fields in the 54 car. The 8-time Bowman Gray Stadium champion from Walkertown rolls off 5th tonight. That is the smooth one, Ronnie Clifton. The rookie from Lewisville, Connor Branch, car number 7. He is set to start 4th tonight. Amber Lynn. Can she do it, ladies? She's going to start 3rd tonight for Walkertown in the number 2 car. On the outside of row number 1, the runner-up last Saturday night in the 40-lapper, Sterling Clement will start on the outside of row number 1 from Winston-Salem. And I believe we got Wesley Thompson in the 22 car. Wesley, I believe, is set to start on the pole for Moxville in the 22. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting lineup for our second 20-lap event of the McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Series coming up next here at historic Bowman Gray Stadium. A paycheck is great, but what hurts to get your paycheck early? Well, Easy Pay from TrueLine, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days early. Easy Pay is automatic and absolutely free with your TrueLine checking account. Open up your account at one of the more than 30 member locations or open your account online at TrueLiant.org. They also have great rates, fast approvals, and flexible loan terms at TrueLiant Federal Credit Union. The favorite new and used RV dealer in North Carolina is Bill Clemens RV World. With an extensive inventory of new and used motorhomes,
Welcome back to historic Bowman Gray Stadium. A beautiful Saturday night on Flow Racing and a beautiful night here in wonderful North Carolina. This facility is packed with race fans. You see the brand new bathroom facilities and concession stands. There's a lot of history here, but there's been a lot of improvements. Brand new ribbon of asphalt that has caused a little bit of controversy this year, but what a season so far in the 73rd season of racing at Bowman Gray Stadium. John Boyd, Jonathan Brown just won the modified race, and now we're going to give you the starting lineup for Sportsman Race number 2 on the night.
Yeah, we're going to get lined up here. You already see some damages here that occurred from earlier. The number 2,
Amber Lynn. She broke her hand this week.
Wasn't that interesting? The
story. Tell us about it.
From what I gather, I was shocked when she said it to us.
I went to high five her is how it started.
Matthew went to knuckle her, and she said, "No,
not
this hand. We broke it." Last week they had some damage from the season opener, and from what I gather, they had used a chain to wrap around their bumper to unbend this bumper, and as they did, it snapped. And the chain wrapped around her hand and broke her hand. So she's out there wheeling that number 2 bad boy. No cast, no nothing on it. Probably a glove now.
She's tough.
Her right hand, I want to say.
Yeah.
So
Shifting hand. So that should be pretty interesting. Let's give you the starting lineup because we did an invert, and that puts the winner.
Things are mixed up.
Back.
Yes, and starting the number 16th position, we have the 07 winner of Riley Neal, and right beside him, using the tissue to plot those tears of happiness, the number 21 at Tommy Neal.
And starting 14th tonight on the grid, the number 55, your third place finisher from race number 1, Zach Orr, and then to the bottom, the number 81 of Zach Clifton.
And starting the number 12 position, we'll have the number 12 of Justin Taylor. And to his inside, starting the 11th position, the number 6 of Kirk Sheets.
Starting in the 10th position, the number 19 from Yadkinville, North Carolina, it's Michael Adams alongside the 08 of Jacob Creed.
And starting the 8th position, the number 92 of Kyle Southern. And to his inside, starting the 7th position, we'll see the number 31 of Chase Robertson.
Braden Mills starts 6th tonight in that beautifully prepared number 54 machine from Wahlberg, North Carolina. And then on the inside in the number 66 machine, a legend of Bowman Gray Racing Stadium action here is Walkertown's Ronnie Clifton.
And starting that number 4th position, we have the number 7 of Connor Branch, all the way from Louisville, North Carolina. And to his inside, who we just spoke about, the number 2 of Amber Lynn from Walkerton, North Carolina.
And starting on the front row tonight, starting P2, the 03 Winston-Salem, North Carolina's Sterling Plemons. And on the pole tonight in the second twin 20 lapper here for the Sportsman cars is the number 22, a beautifully prepared machine, and that's Wesley Thompson of Mocksville, North Carolina. Well, it looks like the lineup has been adjusted. A few cars going to the rear. Wesley Thompson right now in the Smex machine has dropped to the rear from that pole position. So things are shifting up. A row moves up. So put Amber Lynn now to the point of that race with Braden Mills alongside. So things are shifting here, and we haven't even taken the green flag there, Jacqueline.
I'm sure she's happy to see that. Not having that front bumper, she wants to move to that front row. The less she has to use it, the better to protect the front end and the radiator and all the suspension pieces that are going to make that race car fast. So as we see the cars go across the start-finish line right there, they're going to receive the 1 to go from the flag man. And we'll get started here for a 20-lap Sportsman feature.
Yes, we are. Chase Robertson on the inside of that second row now. He's kind of in a catbird seat because the dominant line around Bowman Gray right now is on the inside. Not that outside where you see Braden Mills and right behind him, Kyle Southern. Green flag is out. Amber Lynn, looking a little bit like a modified, not a fendered car, takes the green flag for Sportsman race number 2, and it's called off right away. Little jumpy-de-jump there for Amber Lynn. A little too happy on that pedal. So Randy Smith, the chief starter, calling it back. The Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series Sportsman Division coming to take the green to start their second race. Amber Lynn to the gas again. She gets a good jump in that number 2 car, but this time side by side. Here comes Chase Robertson to the bottom. He fills in for that number 2 spot. Give it to Chase Robertson. Now the battle is on for third. Here comes the number 6 car. Kirk Sheets fills that hole, and it looks like you could give P3. There goes that freight train. We were talking about it. It's a tough place to live on the outside.
Yeah, Braden Mills is trying to get down to that inside, trading paint with the number 6, and now the number 92 to make his way. And unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be left out high and dry as we see the caution flag come out once again.
Oh, Clifton and Tommy Neal trying to get by there. It looked like that caution flag might just be the help that Braden Mills needed.
I kind of thought that earlier when they called it for jumping the start, because he had gotten a little bit sideways as they came out of turns 1 and 2. But again, like you'd spoken about, being on the high side is no fun here at Bowman Gray.
You know, last year before they repaved this place, it looked like the high side was in as much as I've ever seen it here. But right now, well, not so much here at Bowman Gray Stadium. But amazing to see the nuances of a brand new paved racetrack, because I've never seen before in my life a brand new racetrack that has the character that this place has, because there are dips, humps, jumps, dips, ripples. It's kind of crazy.
You know, it's interesting is the drivers that have been racing here for half their life, they recognize every single one of those bumps as soon as they happen, even if they're baby bumps or big bumps. They got lots to say about the character here, as you spoke about at Bowman Gray. So, you know, we hear about that from the drivers and how they can make their race cars better. And what's interesting is if you've been driving here, racing here for decades, you may have a certain setup that you always go to. And now you can't do that here with the new pavement here at Bowman Gray.
Well, you know, we were talking about that with a few drivers earlier today, and that's one thing that I've been very interested in, because we've seen a big shift in the modified division away from tying down those left fronts, and you know, in this division here, the sportsman cars, it seems like a lot of the drivers have stuck to running bump stops, okay? And you'll see those cars running bump stops at other racetracks and here. And the way to kind of tell from a layman's point, you're probably watching this and going, well, how can I tell a car's running on bumps? When you see that car going into the turn and it kind of is just squatted, slammed down on that front end, and you see it kind of skitter, like almost like a little jump hop, you know, but not very springy. That's when a car is easy to tell if it's on bump stops. And, you know, in the modifieds, a lot of people going to a very conventional setup. So far in the sportsman, it seems like the bump stops are still king.
Well, you know what? Bump stops are kind of like that trending thing that's happened within the last 5 years, and it's taken a lot of drivers some time to switch over into bump stops. So it may be something where they're like, hey, everyone else is doing it. I want to make the bump stops work.
You know, racing, you know, you just want the new trick thing, but sometimes the old school stuff works. You know, you look at Matt Hirschman right now in the modifieds, and he's been a case in point of that. Speaking of, I don't want to compare. I hate when people say when a stock car has no front fenders, oh, look, it looks like a modified. I just said that. I hate myself. What did I do that for? Smack myself in the face. That's not what I like to hear. Come on, hit me with the paper. Thank you. But Amber Lynn's car, no front bumper. I'll tell you what, she's in the catbird seat right now, because if she had to make hay through this field with that lack of, you know, front bodywork, it would be a little tougher on her. So right now she's breathing a sigh of relief. Single file restart here. Lap number 3 on the board. Amber Lynn taking the green flag. Amber Lynn, single file. Chase Robertson right to the back bumper. Single file all the way through this pack on the green.
Yeah, and you see the number 6 of Kirk Sheets. We talked a lot about him tonight. It seems like he has some momentum. He just can't seem to close that gap and get the run that he needs. But we might see it here as he's working that back of the 31, the 92, though, right behind him of Kyle Southern, hit the wall in that last lap coming out of turn 4. So there's a little bit of a wave.
Now we're looking right here, and look, Zach Orr is starting to pick up some spots right now. Zach Orr getting by the number 54 right there. The number 55 is moving up. So has Tommy Neal right now. Tommy Neal, your second place finisher in the last race, is now up to 6th position in that red number 21. Here comes the Sportsman Great, slowly making his way up through the field.
And that's tough to do here at Bowman Gray. We've spoken about that high side, hard to pass here. So him capitalizing and passing so many people in such a short amount of time. We're on lap 7 right now of 20 in this feature event.
Now you're looking, Tommy Neal looks to the inside of Zach Clifton, can't make it happen. Clifton almost gave him the room to make that pass. Justin Taylor looking behind the great master, and he gets a bumper underneath the 21. Little contact coming off the turn right there. Tommy Neal keeps control of his race car and marches on.
Yeah, those chrome wheels you saw got him a little bit sideways there, but he was able to keep it under control and ahead of him as the flagman's going to show halfway this time by.
10 laps down, 10 more to go for Amber Lynn, but the battle is on with Justin Taylor putting the pressure to the backside of the number 21 car of Tommy Neal. Single file most of the way around this quarter-mile oval.
Justin Taylor again right on the back bumper, and Neal is right behind him. You're going to see Zach Orr another position. He's already passed 4 cars, make it 5 as he's going to get right past the 08 of Jacob Creed. And right behind him, the 19 is going to follow suit, Michael Adams.
Oh yeah, Zach Orr starting to make his way through this field, trying to get a good points night. Here comes Tommy Neal to the back bumper of Zach Clifton's number 81. Clifton, a guy that's won here before. Of course, the Clifton family, very synonymous with this racetrack, from you know, Ed Clifton, Fuzz Clifton. You're talking about Ronnie Clifton, of the lineage of Tim Brown as well. So a strong racing bloodline that connects the car in that number 81. But Tommy Neal to his bumper, applying the pressure right now. 2 hot shots right behind that 81, putting the pressure on for P number 5.
Yeah, Tommy Neal is trying to paint the white bumper of the 81.
5 to go at the line right now. 5 to go at the line for Amber Lynn. That battle ensues with Zach Clifton. I'll tell you what, Tommy Neal doing a good job here of being clean. All 3 of those drivers right now laying the bumper gently to each other, waiting for somebody to make a mistake. But they're not boogering anybody up right now. They're not getting underneath them and moving somebody up. But just as I speak, Tommy Neal messes up a little off of turn number 2. Almost gives the opportunity to Justin. And here comes the 12, Justin Taylor, bumping into him coming off of 4.
Yeah, and to your left side of the screen, you see Amber Lynn. What a lead over the 31, Chase Robertson. She is the first female winner ever at Bowman Gray in the sportsman division. Can she hold it off for 2 more laps?
Oh, can she do it? 2 laps to go, and you're still looking at that beautiful split screen. I love this thing on Flow Racing. The old school Bowman Gray logo there, and we can keep an eye on all the battles in the track. JB puts out the white flag one more time around for young Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn from Walkertown, North Carolina, one of the female superstars here at Bowman Gray. No fenders, no problem. Win number 6 of all time here for her career at Bowman Gray Stadium.
What a way to win.
Yeah, that's some style points right there. And we got a crash coming off of the final lap there. The number 54 of Braden Mills and the 22 of Wesley Thompson, who had to go to the rear at the start of that event, crashing off the final corner.
Yeah, it looked like the number 22 got under the 54 as they came to the checkered flag and had contact here. The 54 does not look like he's going to be able to move here without track official help.
Yeah, look at those guys unstuck a little bit here. But, hey, the star of the day is one of the most bad, well, can we say it, BA, let's just say BA females in Winston-Salem, North Carolina right now, and that's Amber Lynn. This is a girl who's not afraid to use that front bumper when she has one, and tonight she didn't have to use one. And she now picks up that checkered flag for career win number 6 at Bowman Gray Stadium in the sportsman division. Of course, she raced street stocks here as well. It's been great to see her progression, because when she first started running here in the sportsman car, she almost overdrove the car. And these things have a lot of power. They're a little different to run, and she's really coming into her own as a mature race car driver. Great to see her do this tonight. No fenders, I said, no problem. Let's add in a broken hand. This girl's got it.
Definitely, what a night for her. She's holding the checkered flag with her left hand, steering the car with her right hand. Right now, she's going to come to the start-finish line and celebrate this victory at Bowman Gray. What a win for her. I bet coming out of the first feature, she did not think that she'd be able to pull this off.
I'll tell you what, hurts so good, right? When you win, all that pain goes away, but I'm sure when she's done with victory lane here, she'll start getting that throbbing again, and that make sure she doesn't get any fist bumps down there. But let's go down trackside to Randy Pettit for the very popular win here at Bowman Gray Stadium, Amber Lynn.
Sportsman competition of her Bowman Gray Stadium career. I was headed down the steps to talk to you, and your sponsor from Walkabout Flooring wanted me to hand you this little envelope. It's got a little money in it. He wanted to say, great job. Amber Lynn, a lot of excited folks here for you tonight at the Madhouse. Congratulations. Win number 6 at the Madhouse in Sportsman competition.
You know, after the first race, I didn't think I had anything for the second race. I can't thank my team enough for all they did. I couldn't do it without these guys. So thank you, everybody, for all you've done.
Very emotional. Amber Lynn getting win number 6 of her career in sportsman competition here at the Madhouse. She's got a lot of great sponsors on this car, and a lot of them are in her souvenir program. Amber, I'm going to let you celebrate. You want to hit those sponsors now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's great. Mark Robinson for Governor of North Carolina. Ashley Davis at Farm Bureau. University Animal Hospital of Greensboro. McDowell Heating and Air. Law Offices of John Barrow. Elk Outdoors. Walkabout Flooring. M1M. Home Goods for Less. And Liberty Signs and Lighting. I can't thank all my sponsors enough for coming on this year, and I'm glad I could put it in victory lane for them.
Amber Lynn will celebrate in the Carolina Woodforce Winter Circle tonight here at the Madhouse. While we got a quiet minute, want to apologize. We got a couple of special guests here in the house tonight, and all the excitement of victory lane, I missed them. Want to say hello and welcome to Bowman Gray Stadium to Brett Tisdale of NASCAR and Jace France of NASCAR here in the Madhouse tonight. Appreciate those two men being here with us. Hope y'all enjoy your night here at the Madhouse, and we've got another modified race for them to help celebrate here in just a moment. We had the scramble the lineup. If you remember, our first race winner, Jonathan Brown, drew number 14, so that's going to flip the field and leave us with a very interesting front row. Starting shotgun on the field tonight, 85 years old, an 80-time Bowman Gray Stadium winner in 3 divisions. It's Alfred Hill, ladies and gentlemen, in the number 77 car.
Wow, this is going to be something else. We've got the lineup here, but I think it's going to be a little shuffled for you. But we're going to give you the lineup we have, and then when we see you for the twin modified race, we'll try to reset the pins. But the lineup we have right now, they did just announce that Alfred Hill will be on the front row. Right now we have him lined up in 20th. Interesting story, Alfred Hill, one of the all-time greats here at Bowman Gray Stadium, a 31-time winner at Bowman Gray. You're talking about an 85-year-old that just told me the other day he was racing his dirt bike. This is, if I'm 85 years old,
best.
Yes, like that's amazing. You're 85 and you're racing a dirt bike and you're racing a modified at Bowman Gray Stadium. You are a bona fide legend. All right, let's go to break real quick, and we'll come back with twin race number 2 in the modifieds for Flow Racing.
Set to start 11. The 10-time Bowman Gray Stadium champion.
right, welcome back for the second Twin 25 on Flow Racing here at historic Bowman Gray Stadium, a facility that is beloved across America. And here in the South, this is the home of the hot modifieds. The Brad's Golf Cars modifieds are getting ready to take the green flag. Let's start with the starting lineup from the back.
You just spoke about him before the break. The Daredevil himself starting the 20th position, the number 79 of Alfred Hill. And to his inside, starting the 19th position, we have the number 6 of Jason Southern.
And starting in 18th, Mike Adams in the backup car to John Boy, our winner, the number 2. And the 05 from Trinity, North Carolina, it's Bussy Beavers.
Starting that 16th position, all the way from Danbury, North Carolina, the 68, a Junior Miller. And to his inside, you'll see the number 99 of William Smith.
Old Crab Smith right there, number 14th position. Give it to the winner of the first race, all the way from 14th. Let's see where he can make it tonight. It's Jonathan John Boy Brown, and starting to the inside, the Myers brothers. Number 4, it's Jason Myers from Walnut Cove, North Carolina.
And started to the outside in the 12th position, you'll find the number 16 of Chris Fleming. And to his inside, you may see a sticker on his car that says, "Please count us out." The number 1 of Burt Myers.
Number 10 spot tonight goes to a good run in race number 1, Daniel Beeson from Kernersville, North Carolina, and the Smart Chevrolet number 44. And to his inside, John Holloman, the 4th, 3-time winner in 2021.
And starting in that 8th position, we have the number 79 of Zach Brewer from Arcadia, North Carolina. Did I say that right?
You said it right.
I said it
Perfect.
right. And
Well
to
done.
his inside, starting the 7th position, we have the 75 of Lee Jeffries.
And starting 6th, hoping for a better start this time, your 94-time race winner in the NASCAR Modifieds here from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, your 11-time Bowman Gray Stadium track champion, the number 83 of Tim Brown. Starting to the inside, an almost identical car, the number 55 from Wesley Chapel, Florida. The Long Tow Award goes to Jeremy Gershner.
And starting in that 4th position, you'll find the 04 Backyard Winston-Salem Brandon Ward. And to his inside, starting in 3rd position, the number 61 of Junior Snow.
Snowman, all right there. Any Smokey and the Bandit fans in the house. But starting on the front row, one of the veterans in the NASCAR modified ranks here from Pufftown, North Carolina, it's Randy Butner. And then starting on the pole because of the redraw, this is going to be interesting. Paul Hall in the backup number 79. I think it's renumbered 78. The white and pink machine right there, the Hillbilly Racing entry. And folks, I love to say it, these are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower, 2-time tonight. Let's go for twin number 2 in the modified division.
Here we go as they headed off to turn 1 and 2. A little bit of contact.
Butner with a little trouble there off of turn number 2. That car got a little unhappy on him from the outside, but he gets it to the inside. Right now, Brandon Ward, he's stuck on the outside. Let's see what happens right here. To his inside is the number 83 of Tim Brown trying to fill that hole. Can Brandon Ward hang on sideways up on the top side? And he's got a handful in that Q104, number 04.
You don't like to see those 2 orange cars working together, the Tim Brown team. And we're going to look over into our left side screen. We have the lead, battle for the lead between Paul Hall and that 651.
Oh, there's a new junior in town right there, and he's putting on a show right now on the back bumper of Paul Hall. Snowman in P2. Split screen at Flow Racing. We got side-by-side racing. On the right side of your screen, you see junior. No, it's not. It's John Holloman, the 4th car, and Tim Brown getting by the Q104 car of Brandon Ward. And back at the front, the top 4 right now. 4 laps now. Click off. Number 5 lap on board for Paul Hall in the lead. Junior Snow in 2nd. Randy Butner in 3rd. 4th position goes to Tim Brown, and 5th, Jeremy Gershner.
Tim Brown and Jeremy Gersh is going to sit there and look pretty as they're going to look to the back of Randy Butner to see if he's going to make any contact with the Snowman, be able to capitalize here as the leader continues. Paul Hall pulls away in that white and pink machine.
What a run for Paul Hall. This is awesome to see that backup Hillbilly entry being P1 right now. This is a tough place to get around on a normal day, but we're talking about repave. We're talking about single file restart. This is a tough place to pass right now. And folks, you're sitting at home going, well, what's going on here, man? It's a little single file. What am I watching here? But it's Bowman Gray. just stay put. You never know what you're going to see. And right now, you're seeing the chrome horn being applied to the back of Randy Butner's machine as the 51 Snowman has started to catch Paul Hall for the lead. This is his second time ever in a tour-type modified here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And right now, a little trouble coming off of turn 4 when he got to the pedal.
Yeah, you saw the Snowman kind of do that bumper tag between the first place and the third place of Butner, who's continuing to get pressure from Brown as he's trying to have redemption after the first feature event goes out wide, a little bit wider than I felt like he wanted to do. Jeremy Gerstner, his teammate right behind him, watching the show unfold, again using that bumper to the back of the number 5.
What was interesting there, Jacqueline, was the fact that the 83 hopped on the outside, which right now you're not going to see a lot of people do that. So Tim Brown hopped to the outside of Butner when things kind of stacked up there, and then he thought to himself, oh, wait, nope, and filed back into the inside because he knows if he gets caught out there, he's going to go to the back real quick.
Yeah, and you saw that in the first feature. He was not too happy the way that planned out as they just came by and got the halfway mark from the flagman, taking lap 14 this time around of the 25-lap feature.
Next time around will be 10 laps to go. There's the math right there, but it's Paul Hall in the 78 leading, but he's got a mirror full. The youngster, the guy everybody's been talking about after week 1, qualified 7th in his first ever attempt at the Hayes Jewelers 200 last week, and now he's on the back bumper, going for his first ever win at Bowman Gray Stadium. A little tippity tap coming off of turn number 2. We're starting to see the bumper tag as laps close down at Bowman Gray.
Junior Snow knows there's pressure. There's not a lot of time here at Bowman Gray, so make every corner count as he hits the back of Paul Hall. Once again, gets a little bit sideways off of turn 4. They're going to head into 1 and 2, able to build out that gap in turns 1 and 2 for Hall.
You're seeing a little bit of defense right there, okay, in these modifieds here, especially at this flat oval. He's in that lead position. You see him dropping to the inside right there. He's protecting that inside groove, and he's also playing defense in the middle of the corner. Watch the way he slows his car down right before they hit the throttle, and that's been able to work for the 78 of Paul Hall. But here comes the Snowman. Looks to the inside, but no can do. Paul Hall continues to lead, but a great run for that number 61 off of turn number 2. He looks slow again. Can he get by Paul Hall? The great run off of turn number 4. To the inside he goes. Closing the door once again, Paul Hall, but bumper. Here comes Snow to the bottom. He can't get to the throttle. We've got a battle ensuing for the lead here at Bowman Gray.
Yeah, he was able to capitalize and close in that opportunity, but they're going to head once again.
A tire contact. That's not what you want to do in one of these modifieds. And wow, almost disaster for your second place runner, the Snowman.
This could get interesting. We have a lap car right ahead of Hall that could disrupt the battle for this lead.
Remember last race, Crab Smith kind of played a factor a little bit in some of the mid-pack battles. Crab Smith right now going to the outside. Oh, the leader to the grass. In the grass he goes, side by side, lap car and the leader. Junior Snow slows down, checks up, loses second place. We've got a mess on our hands. And Crab Smith, whoa, that was a little much right there.
Yes, that disrupted the entire field, and we continue to stay green
Randy Butner has got second place now, folks. 1 lap to go for Paul Hall. Could it be? Could the backup Hillbilly entry get the win tonight? Paul Hall, a talented race car driver, but yellow flag is out. The plot thickens.
Unfolding right in front of us. We saw that lap car, and it made me nervous right off the bat for Hall. It completely stacked up the whole field behind them. You can see the front of the field seem to be able to hold in their positions. Wow, 1 lap to go. I did not expect to see that caution flag.
No, and I'll tell you what, if I was Paul Hall, I'm coming around heading into turn 3, and I'm thinking, man, I'm going to look over there, and I'm going to see that checkered flag in the twin modified races at Bowman Gray. And he sees a yellow. That's got to be disheartening.
Wow, what a gutted feeling you have as a driver when the caution flag comes out. And I don't care if there's 10 laps to go, 5 to go, white flag, the caution comes out.
I did just get a message as we lost the lights to the pace car. They turned out. We didn't lose it. We're going to go back to green here for a green white checker finish. Unlimited attempts, I believe, is what we were told today. But Danny Bone, who won last week's Hayes Jewelers 200 said, I'm not there today. You know, he's obviously not running full time here, but he wanted to point out, hey, at least tell the fans I bought you a meatball sub after the race last week.
Oh,
well,
there
thank
we
you,
go.
Danny. All is well in the world. I've got a meatball sub. Feed your fat announcer. That's rule number one for the racers. But hey, 24 laps on the books, green, white, checker. Actually, it's a green and white.
Wow.
Jeff Button, GB, throwing the green and white. One to go here. Randy Butner to the backside of Paul Hall. Paul Hall stacks up. Here comes Butner to the inside. This is a classic for the ages. The old KG veteran to the bottom. Can he do it? Randy Butner is your winner of the second Twin 25. Wow.
Wow, what a thriller.
Oh, I'm looking over, and Greg Garrison, the promoter, is pumping his fist. I think we all are. That was one heck of
Wow.
a finish right there. Jeremy Gerstner, unfortunately for that Florida race car driver, ends his night stuffed in the wall. Second place finish for Paul Hall. Wow. Randy Butner, the old KG veteran, gets it done tonight, and he's going to visit Carolina Wood Floors Victory Lane. What a finish. Oh, my gosh, that's what Bowman Gray Racing's all about. Win number 19 for the veteran with one of the coolest haulers in Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, that's a great one.
Wow, what a finish for the number 5 of Randy Butner, out with a victory. Been racing since 1979, started on dirt and raced in the Busch Series for some time, but a winner here this evening in the Madhouse. I think we're going to see some mad faces.
I think
after
so,
how that
in
panned
that
out.
pit area right now after that deal. But the Greg Butcher Autism Awareness number 5, a fan favorite here, a very likable, kind of quiet figure here, but a staple in the pit area here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And this is the 19th victory for him. Ah, man, wouldn't it be great to see him get that Win 20 milestone for a guy that's put so much into modified racing here at Bowman Gray Stadium? What a treat tonight. What a finish. We still have some more racing. And folks, we didn't tell you, we got a chain race. Whoa, we got a chain race. So if you're a modified fan, don't turn off flow, man. We got a chain race coming up. Let's go down to Randy Pettit down in Carolina Wood Floors, Victory Lane. Waiting on Randy Pettit as he is about to turn on his microphone and give you all of Victory Lane at Bowman Gray Stadium. A very popular win as the fans and the friends and the crew of Randy Butner come to the side of the number 5.
Checkered flags are a precious commodity, especially here at the Madhouse, and Randy Butner collects another one in his long career here at Bowman Gray Stadium. 35 years of racing here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Wow. Well, just when you think you've seen it all, congratulations. I'm sure the fans are all wondering, tell us about that last restart, man. That was pretty crazy.
Wow, it was just crazy. You know, everybody was scratching and trying to get every position they could get. I was into the 78, somebody was into me, and we were just pushing and shoving. And I got fortunate enough to come out on top. Lord knows we've been struggling with this car. I think it's a little better now. The guys have really been working hard on it. I'd like to say I hate my wife, Missy's not here. Some of you that know me know she had a stroke a little over a year ago. She's still suffering the effects of that, and wish she was here to celebrate with us, but I know she's home pulling for us. Sponsors, yeah, I'd like to thank Greg Butcher Trucking. Without him, I know we couldn't do it. Amanda Tucker with Carolina Triad Realty, Muddy Creek Motorsports. Let me see, who else we got on here? Yeah, we got B&D Kaiser. You can't forget those guys. They help me out every year. They're great. Scarlett's Performance Parts. If you hadn't got any parts from Scarlett's, you need to go see them. They got everything you could possibly need. Talk to Mike Phillips there. He'll fix you up.
Randy, we got some special guests here from NASCAR. Brett Tisdale and Jace France. Guys, welcome to the Madhouse. So glad to have you guys here tonight.
What a finish, and wow. We're up here in the booth still shaking our heads. Let's go to the Flow Racing replay of that green-white restart. What are we looking at here? You're looking at Paul Hall getting a little sideways out of turn number 2. He kind of checks up right there, and that's all Randy Butner needed. Butner to the bottom. Wow, look at that. The winning move for Randy Butner. Now we'll see who finishes second across the line. Yes, give it to Paul Hall. We're even looking up here in the booth to see who finished second. Junior, oh, that's what happened with, Jeremy Gerstner, the 61, excuse me, of Junior Snow got into him right at the end there. But let's look at this again. What an incredible last lap. A green-white, not a green-white checker. Paul Hall making the mistake, the bobble in turn number 2.
Things got a little too snowy for Junior Snow back there as he got sideways.
Punny.
I'm full of them.
That was punny. I like
punny,
it.
Thanks.
I like it. Very punny.
Wow, race to the start-finish line for that second place. What a finish, though, for Paul Hall. I know he wanted to get that win. Hated to see that caution, but still getting the second place. And quite the recovery for Tim Brown in third place, especially after his unfolding in the first twin feature. So great to see him in the podium. He won't be happy with it, though. He's not happy with anything other than a win.
All right, let's go to break real quick, and we'll bring you back from some street stock action. Folks, we got a chain race coming up. Stay tuned.
He starts 14th, drawing the 13th starting position in the number 8 car from Winston-Salem is Brian Sykes Jr. The reigning champion of the Madhouse, the John Barrow Street Stock Series, will start 12th tonight from Lexington, the 98 of Billy Gregg. Rolling off 11th from Winston-Salem, the 99 of Brian Sykes. Set to start 10th from Reedy Creek, the number 7 machine driven by Zach Staley. Rolling off 9th from Walnut Cove, the 79 of Connor Shaw. Starting 8th from the Twin City, the number 40 machine driven by Taylor Robbins. Drawing the 7th starting position, the 51 out of King, North Carolina, driven by Austin Taylor. One of our many former Bowman Great winners draws the 6th starting position tonight from Trinity, the number 1 machine of Christian Joyce. Starting 5th from Mount Airy, the 02 of David Creed. Jordan Atkins, folks, is driving the number 69 car of Kernersville, and she drew the 6th starting position. Scheduled to start 3rd from Winston-Salem, the 06 of Chase Lewis. The People's Champ, Brian Wall, Winston-Salem, will roll up second tonight, car number 22. And the young teenage winner out of Winston-Salem drew the pole position, the number 28 of Nate Gregg of Lexington. That is your starting lineup for 20 laps for the Law Offices of John Barrow Street Stock Series here at the Madhouse.
My nose is ready.
Welcome back to the Madhouse, and you just saw what the Madhouse was all about for that unbelievable modified finish. But hey, let's get the field set here for street stock action. Let's start with the back row there.
Yeah, here we go. Starting in the 19th position, we'll have from Clemens, North Carolina, the number 24 of Austin Jones.
Oh, they were calling him Sparky after last week. But starting 18th, Brad Lewis in the U.S. Unlimited, number 16, alongside Nick Wall in the number 15.
And starting that 16th position, the number 70 from Cale Martin, Winston-Salem. And to his inside, we'll have the number 97. You've been waiting for it. Chris Allison Pintang from Knoxville.
And starting 14th, we're having a good time in the booth. Brian Robertson from Lexington, North Carolina. And the young man starting in the 13th position, the number 8 second-generation driver, Brian Sykes Jr., who will kind of slip to the rear at the start of this race.
And starting in the 12th position, all the way from Lexington, North Carolina, we have the 98 of Billy Gregg, and to his inside, the 99 of Brian Sykes.
Zach Staley, the number 7, 79, Connor Shaw. Taylor Robbins, the female racer, in the number 40, starts 8th. Austin Taylor in the number 51. Christian Joyce in the number 1. Austin Taylor, David Creed. Jordan Atkins, the female racer, in the 69. Chase Lewis, Brian Wall, and Nate Gregg make up the front row. And now it's time to push the button. Street stock action, going green at Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, while we had time. Going yellow.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, we didn't have to rush
We
that.
didn't have to rush that last part of the line. Things have been going really fast tonight.
They have. We are way ahead of schedule. Looking at the time here, we're an hour ahead of schedule.
Oh,
Ready
man.
to get this done here here at the Madhouse.
Street stock action. I love that Chris Allison is racing a street stock. The driver, we said Pintang, one of the most beloved mini stocks, stadium stocks of all time here at Bowman Gray Stadium. He's mid-pack right now. Green flag is out. Young racer Nate Gregg on the bottom.
And here we go. They're going to head into turns 1 and 2. The 22 of Brian Wall is going to hold his own to the outside, wait to the inside to see if he can get a spot. He can't. The 02 of David Creed's going to close that gap for the second place position.
Oh, can you take me higher? Creed to second place in the 02. Action throughout the pack behind there. Last week's winner, Brian Sykes on the bottom. Oh man, he got squirrely underneath the Zach Staley number 7. Zach Staley's number 7. Towed here in an open trailer. Well, that's nothing, right? A lot of people do. But guess what? That number 7 towed in with a 1954 Chevrolet truck towing it. Now he's got a spinner in front of him. Luckily, that was a one-car incident. I don't know how.
I don't know how either. No one ended up in
How?
that collision. He spun. They all went around him, avoided it, got a little bit of grass and such. It's going to be the 79. That's going to go around of Connor Shaw. Walnut Cove.
Yeah, Sweet Lee's barbecue on the hood of that number 79. I'm kind of hungry right now. I don't know about you, but
barbecue.
I could go for some. I heard they have some good rubs. They have. It's not just a barbecue place. I heard they have like wood sauces, but I heard they also have like I'm into the smoking. So they get the wood and the wood pellets and all that stuff. So I might have to check out a little Sweet Lee's right there.
What are you? Are you like ribs? You like brisket? Which way do you like?
Look at me. I like it all. It's okay. Let's go to the Flow Racing replay to see what we can see here. And it looks like, oh, yeah, Zach Staley might have helped him out there. Zach Staley sending around that number 79. Zach Staley, man, he is a character. He's got that cool beard. He's kind of like a hipster-looking dude. Really nice guy. He's ran some modifieds here. The driver, the 7, that played a little bumper tag right there is the number 7, black and blue. And like I said, he towed here today with a 1954 Chevrolet hot rod truck with white walls, towing his open trailer with his street stock on it. That wins the number 1 tow of
you know what?
year.
I love a good open trailer. I really do. Because a trailer does not win the race. It really doesn't.
No. You know what I dream of?
I like to have it when it's cold, you know? Then I want an enclosed
of course
trailer.
You want an
But an open trailer,
But, you know,
hey,
in-car
cool.
closed trailers are for, you know, people with soft hands. Let's just say that. So, like, if I was a racer, which I'm not anymore, but, like, if I won the lottery or Flow Racing decided, hey, I'm going to pay this guy a buku, okay, I would get a stadium stock. I wouldn't quit this job, but I'd take off a week or two. I'd get a stadium stock because that's a great division to run here. But I would go open trailer tire rack with maybe like 2 to 3 rows of tires just to show off.
Yeah.
And I'd go with like the old school Winnebago towing it. Brewster Baker style.
Those are cool.
Oh yeah, lights are off on the pace car. Let's get rid of these dumb Dillner fantasies and get you back the green flag racing here for the Street Stock 20 lap feature here at Bowman Gray. Hey, if you can't have fun doing this, right?
Yeah, why are you doing it?
Yeah, why are you doing it?
No, I think that's a great dream.
Yeah, thank you. I hope my wife is listening. Erica? Let's get you back to green flag racing here. We got 3 laps on the books. Nate Gregg, the second generation driver, gets to the button first. And Creed is all over the bumper, looks to the inside, but shutting the door.
Yeah, Nate Gregg's going to continue to hold that lead over the 02 of David Creed, although I feel like he has something for him that may unfold a little bit later. And behind him, you're going to see the number 22 of Brian Wall sneaking his way up to the top 2.
Looking throughout this field, and it is stacked with some pretty hot and heavy street stock competitors mid-pack right now. Not your usual field right now because of the way they draw. They don't qualify here. They draw randomly. So right now you've got some guys stuck back in 5th place right now. Actually, the battle for 5th, that is Brian Sykes taking that position. And right behind him is the guy that I was going to tell you about. Billy Gregg, the defending champion of this division, trying to work his way to the front.
Yeah, you saw number 7 of Zach Staley get a little bit loose at turn 4 there and pipe his way right behind Billy Gregg.
Billy Gregg in that number 98 car, a 19-time winner as the yellow flag comes out here from Randy Smith. stack them and re-rack them again here in the street stock division. We got a car spun out of turn number 4. We'll try to get eyes on who that is. That is the number 51 car, is it? I'm trying to see if it is. It is 51. That's awesome. Austin Taylor's. That's not awesome for him.
No, he hasn't used.
Is it? Is it 57? Let's see. We don't know, but see some cars passing him right now, and you know, meeting some of these street stock racers has been absolutely awesome today. I've had a great time getting to know some of the stadium stock drivers today. It is the 51 of Austin. Okay, yeah. Ooh, beautiful car, but yeah.
Had a little bit of a rough day for him, having to start in the rear of the field.
But, you know, one of the drivers that I met today, I don't know if we can get a camera on it, but the number 24 car, it's a black and blue car. I believe he's in I think he's in 15th position, 14th. We don't have timing and scoring.
He is sitting at 12.
Are you counting?
I counted.
Way better than me. One lap to go in the until we go back to green. We'll talk about that driver again when we get another caution, because I'm sure we're going to get one the way things are going right now. But green flag about to come out.
8 laps in the books.
Here we go, Nate Gregg with David Creed. Take him to green, Jack.
All right, here we go.
Green flag is out for Nate Gregg. He gets a good run into turn number 1 and turn number 2 there. Really cool to see Christian Joyce as well, just in the edge of your screen in 4th position in that number 1 car. Brian Sykes all to the back bumper of that car. You see him get the position right now. Christian Joyce will be in a little trouble here. Here comes last week's winner. Oh, behind him, here comes Billy Gregg. He's filling the hole, filling the gap. Billy Gregg moves into the 5th position. Christian Joyce now has his hands full with the number 7 of Zach Staley. Christian Joyce, the High Point Body and Paint Machine. He works there all week, and that's his sponsor. Oh, we got a crash.
Oh, it's your
It's
car.
my 24.
That's who you wanted to talk about.
Yes, well, I guess
you manifested it.
I guess now is the time to talk about young Austin Jones, the number 24. His left rear tire is stripped plumb off that thing. Look at that. The tire is gone as he gets that 24 going. But that 24 car right there, it's very noted to say the 24 car, if we can get a shot of him. 24 car of Austin Jones is the grandson of the great Pee Wee Jones. Pee Wee Jones, a true legend of Bowman Gray modified racing, a guy that won 5 track championships in a row at Bowman Gray, a record that I don't think will ever be beat at Bowman Gray Stadium. And this is his grandson, and loves the heritage of his family. Of course, Pee Wee passed away a few years back, but that family so heavily involved in motorsports, and great to see the generational racers here at Bowman Gray. The 6-time champion Pee Wee Jones's grandson competing tonight, but going back behind the field house, as is the 06 car, is going to have to go back there as well. A tough wreck there coming off the turn. The 06 of Chase Lewis from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah, and you're going to see the track officials work hard to get this cleaned up. Quite the marks on the asphalt from that flat tire of Austin Jones. I love to see these track officials. I love to see how quickly they can get everything cleaned up. And they pie-yaw that broom all over
They
the
what?
place. Pie-yaw. He
What is a
pie-yawed it.
pie-yaw?
Must
Is
be-
that like hi-ya, but from
Yeah,
Pufftown?
pie-yaw. Yeah.
Pie-yaw? What is a
I think
pie-yaw?
it's, I think it's a Texan thing. Something that, pie-yaw.
You're bringing some Texas up here in
Pie-yaw.
Winston-Salem. Yeah, look at that guy. Look at right there. He's
Well,
pie-yawing
he's-
the heck out of that track.
No, this is a typical sweep.
Oh, that's a
This is
sweep.
sweep, yeah.
What's a pie? A pie-yaw? Is that one that's
when
flipped?
he throws it.
Oh,
He
last
throws
week.
It, he pie-yawed it.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, they're a little abusive of the
They are.
of the brooms here.
Well, whatever it takes to get done.
I'll tell you what, this is the hardest working track crew. I was entrenched with them when the, I think it was Discovery Channel was the last show that was here that they did the reality kind of show. And I worked for it a little bit, and I was kind of entrenched with them in the inside of turn number 1 and turn number 2. And at first they were like, why is this guy out here kind of deal? And by week 2, they're sharing drinks with me. And actually one time I wasn't shooting this particular division. I think it was street stocks, and I ran a bucket out to them of new Speedy Dry and whatnot, and they are just hardworking, dedicated track crews. Sometimes you see those pink shirts and those guys running around like crazy, and you can have a little fun in the stands going, look at the Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
Get it done, but those guys work their tails off.
You know, I have to say that and give it up for everyone that I've ever met at Bowman Gray. So kind, giving, true lovers of
You
the
haven't
sport.
raced here.
Now, if I was out there, maybe a different,
I was gonna
maybe a
say.
different story. But I mean, you can go up to any one of these teams as a fan, as someone working in the sport, and talk to them. They're more than willing to give you a water or a beer or something to help you through
got a
your
beer?
day.
Man, I'm not doing it right. Oh, man, I gotta do better.
Hey, we were offered hot dogs earlier today.
We were?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, we were offered
Tim Brown
hot
said
dogs.
he was going to bring Pulliam's hot dogs were closed this week, so I
He
didn't
said
get to go
next
get my
time.
Pulliams. So he was saying that they might. I'll believe it when I see
Chili
it.
dogs, actually.
I go all the way.
So that means a slaw.
Go all the way or
Slaw.
go home. Okay.
I
Go
don't
big or
mess
go
with
home.
slaw.
But this slaw,
No.
this slaw there is good.
Hey,
We're talking Pulliams. Hey
I
man,
like
you're getting
the
free
ketchup.
ads.
I typically go
Ketchup on hot dogs?
I typically go hot dog and ketchup.
Oh Lord, you just people are probably tuning off of Flow now. Who
I'm
put
gonna get
ketchup on
mean
hot
tweeted now.
dogs? Yes, ketchup. I'm gonna shame you right here. Ketchup on hot dogs is for 5-year-olds. But hey, Jacqueline, you've been doing great tonight. That's the only downfall of your night tonight. Ketchup on hot dogs is like Austin Jones going to the pits right there with Sparks, just like 2 weeks in a row. We'll forget that ketchup on the hot dogs line, and we'll go green here on lap 11. Nate Gregg to the loud pedal.
Yeah, the O2 is going to hold his own and stay on the back bumper of that 28. He's gonna
Oh, what a run!
look to the inside on the back straight. Oh, not yet, not yet.
Closes the door, Nate Gregg does, but he's got a rear view mirror. The O2 now trying to get position, but the 28 of Gregg shuts the door, drifts up in the corner, gets the butt end of that car loose. We've got a battle on our hands for the green. Oh, well, now we don't. We've got a yellow flag out.
Caution.
I believe it is the 69 car of, yeah, it's Jordan Atkins. Jordan Atkins, the female racer out of Kernersville, North Carolina. She's an interesting story, too, because she was a sponsor on this race car, this particular race car, and a sponsor. She has her own business where she goes and details cars. She has a bunch of people working for her. She's an entrepreneur. I love this. Met her today. She started her business, sponsored cars here, and, you know, the guy that was driving the car was moving up. He got it modified, and he's like, you know, I'm going to sell the car. And she's like, well, you told me I could get one chance in it. And he's like, well, if you're going to get a chance, you're not going to just get one chance practicing. You're going to race it. So this is her second ever race. I'm not talking second race in a street style.
Wow.
This is her second ever race. So round of applause for the number 69 starting her young career in the number 69 car. I believe she's 24 years old. So great to see her starting. She started in the rear tonight in that number 69 machine in her business, pressure washing business. Or car wash. What is it called? I thought I had it written down. I was looking, but it's like some express detailing deal. But hey, we're going to go back to green. Let's not talk about car washes anymore, Jacqueline.
All right, here we go.
13 laps on the books underneath the Bowman Gray Fieldhouse scoreboard. And Nate Gregg is P1 on that scoreboard now. They fire, and Brian Wall goes to the outside. That might not be a good move for him, because here comes Brian Sykes to the bottom. 2 cars at the point battling it out, and then 3rd and 4th position as well. Brian Sykes comes to the front. He was last week's winner in that number 99. Give him the 3rd spot. Here comes Sykes, but now the battle for the lead heats up again. Here comes Creed to the bottom. Almost contact in turn number 3. Nate Gregg slams the door.
David Creed doing everything he can. to
Trouble
try to
in
get
turn
past.
number 4, the north turn again. Yellow lights are out, and
There's
Pintang.
vendors everywhere.
Yep, I mean, it's a yard sale over there. 15 car of Nick Wall, and of course, Chris Allison, Pintang's mini stock wheelman, are spun. That is a Billy Gregg Motorsports car that Pintang's driver, Chris Allison, is driving today. Usually
Not
piloted
where
by
you
the
wanna
Gregg
be.
family, their 3rd car. No, that's not. Oh, let's go to the Flow Racing
Here
replay.
we
Check it
go.
out.
All right, so you'll see that number 7 of Zach Stanley get sideways, and behind him, contact
Yeah, it looked like the 97 of Chris Allison checked up just a little bit. Let's watch in the back of that screen there. He comes down, checks up a little bit right there, and the 15 of Nick Wall gets into him, spins himself out then, and gets hit by the number 70 car of Cale Martin, which finishes him off.
I'm led to believe that the 97 may have been a little bit loose on the entry there because it came around so quickly on just a little bit of a tap, which typically you don't see if you set up your corner just right. So,
the corner sod getting a workout again. You were here last week.
Last week?
Oh, Lord.
That's all right.
We need a sod sponsor here at Bowman Gray Stadium. So if you're listening and you're a sod person, is that what you would call him, a sodder?
Sod.
A sod man? A solder?
Solder.
Solder, not Johnny Solder. God bless America.
Oh, we're going to get them stacked back up here.
15 laps on the books. Yep. We got ourselves a showdown here because Brian Sykes and Billy Gregg, two of the biggest heavy hitters, are in 3rd and 4th position. But David Creed has been looking more aggressive as this race goes on. So we'll see if he gets a little more aggressive, Jacqueline, and sticks that front nose underneath Nate Gregg.
Yeah, I feel like we've been seeing that unfolding with only a handful of laps left here. Nate Gregg is biting at his fingertips. If not, he's got his gloves yanked off. He's nervous. These restarts are really giving David Creed the opportunity to get to that back bumper and move him out of the way. We'll see what happens here on that restart with 1 to go this time by.
Lights are out on the pace car here. We will have 5 laps, well, maybe 4 if I do the math better, since there's 16 laps on the board.
Count the cautions.
Thank you. 16 laps on the board. Can Nate Gregg hold on for his first win of 2022? Brian Sykes might be in a good position in 3rd if those two leaders get together here in the closing laps. Will we have drama? Will we have the law of the bumper? Green flag is out for Nate Gregg. Gregg protecting the bottom. Here comes Billy Gregg into 3rd position. What a run by Billy Gregg to steal that 3rd position. Oh, here comes David Creed to the inside. Almost gets over the grass, hits the turtles. Sideways coming off of turn number 4. Nate still has the lead.
He's going to try to close that gap. Unable to do so as they head to the back straightaway. Lap 17 this time by 28. But Nate Gregg still able. 2 to go. Here we are.
Twin popsicle sticks are in the air right now for Nate Gregg. Throws it into the south turn sideways. David Creed trying to catch him, but guess what? Yellow flag is out. The number 79 of Connor Shaw, his 2nd wreck of the day. He spins here on the front stretch. He just wanted to show us that hood with the Sweet Lee's barbecue, didn't he?
You know what?
Advertising.
Absolutely. And we're going to see a green-white once again.
Ooh.
Wow.
Boy, this could get interesting because, hey, you know, okay, I'm going to set it up here.
1 lap to go. Everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table, especially in this day and age, and especially here at Bowman Gray. But you see that 28 there, okay? Now, let me ask you a question. If you're the O2, what do? Do you kind of give him a bumper?
I think you have to give him a bumper.
Now, let me ask you another question. Who's behind the O2?
Oh, they're in trouble.
That's right. That's Billy Gregg. That's Nate Gregg's dad. Now, if you're a father, I am, and somebody puts a bumper to my boy, you're going around. So this, the plot thickens here. But that jump on the restart that Billy Gregg had, he got such a good launch off of the 4th turn and was able to get underneath Brian Sykes to the point where Brian Sykes couldn't close the door going into 1. That was an incredible start by Billy Gregg to get that 3rd spot.
That's the first time we've seen it, though, this evening, where he's been able to hold on, like tied himself through the back with a magnet. So we're going to see how this is going to iron out. All the fans excited. They're going to get another show after the way that modified feature ended. I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out.
You know, I wonder if we're letting a caution lap or 2 go by here just to build that drama, build that suspense. We've been in such a rush tonight. We're making great time. If you're a fan, okay, I love being a fan here. This year is going to be one of the first times I don't sit in the grandstands here. But one of the great things here is coming with your family and sitting in these historic bleachers. The show that gets put on, you're not here for 6 hours. I mean, it's a condensed program, and you see it tonight, how quick these races go by and how entertaining it is. If you're watching on Flow Racing, I don't care if you're in Muskogee or if you're in Alabama, wherever you're at, this is a bucket list place to hit. And make sure you come see it for yourself. See it in person. Bowman Gray Stadium. There's nothing like it in the United States of America, or quite frankly, in the world.
No. Support your local short tracks. And right here in Winston-Salem, we're going to get a restart under a beautiful, clear night sky. See how it pans out.
Law offices of John Barrow Street Stock Division. Who's going to lay down the law? Green, white. Nate Gregg takes it into turn number 1, but here comes David Creed to the backside. Will he make the move? Coming into the final corner. Creed looks low. Contact is made. Side by side through the grass. Who's it going to be? Nate Gregg wins.
Wow.
David Creed threw all the gusto, but Nate Gregg hung on.
We got to see a replay on that.
Oh,
Nate
I can't wait.
Gregg perfectly executed the lap he needed to. David Creed did everything he could, threw it in 3 and 4. We'll see it unpacked here. Man.
2 awesome finishes. I told you, folks.
Back to back.
I told you. Just wait.
Come
Just
to
wait.
the Madhouse. What do you expect?
You expect some madhousing. I don't know if
Wow.
that's a word. Oh, there's his
gonna-
there's his
Oh!
father. There's his father giving him a little celebratory spin out there, and now it turns into a Nate. I guess he was saying, come on, boy, do some burnouts.
Like,
Do some donuts. Now he's doing it in front of the field. I don't know about that. If I was those guys, I'd be like, come on, man, take that thing to the front stretch. Let's go. But the Gregg family is very racing family. They have like a whole compound over there between the Sykes family and the Greggs, Kepley, the Kepley family. Let's go to the Flow Racing replay
here
right
we
now
go.
to show you. This is the final corner contact, and whoa, he stays in the throttle on the bottom, side by
Wow.
side. Wow. I kind of thought, you know, like, watch this. Envision Cale and
Gets
Donnie
loose.
in Daytona. They
Yes.
touch,
he gets loose right
but
there.
he stood in the throttle. That
But
was
yes,
a racer right
and he
there.
was able to recover the car. I'm shocked right here that that the 28 did not get loose at all. At
Yeah.
all coming in the start-finish line. David Creed just lost it, did a spin around.
And now a tribute to the good old American flag right there as Nate Gregg takes the American flag around for a trip around the confines of this quarter-mile oval. As you see the crew now running out, this is going to be a huge congregation of people here. The Gregg compound over there in that part of the pit area, man, they are a family. You don't mess with them. The Sykes, the Greggs, they own the street stock division pretty much at Bowman Gray. And tonight, Nate Gregg is the victor.
He is the son of a street stock legend, Billy Gregg, the reigning champion, and fast carving out a niche of his own. This young man, not only will you see him driving these race cars, he works on them too. Nate, turn around here so America can see you. Congratulations, man. Tell me about that last lap. Old Pabby, David Creed, stuck it under there in the 4th turn, man. What an exciting finish here at the Madhouse. Congratulations.
Hey, man, I can't appreciate Creed enough. We run a nice, clean race, and I can't appreciate a man like that behind the wheel. I got to thank Kirsten Seitz for drawing me the pole tonight. I got to thank Greg Zolexton, Seitz Metal Roofing, Joey Becker at Unlimited Services, Quality Towing, CNC Lock and Key, MJ Printing, BST Shocks, and AutoZone.
Continuing the family tradition here at the Madhouse, Nate Gregg wins for the first time this season and for the 3rd time of his Bowman Gray Stadium career in our law offices of John Barrow Street Stock Series. Woo! Y'all want some more? Oh, come on now, Madhouse. Y'all ready for some more racing? Let me hear you. Come on now.
Oh, you hear the fans getting pumped up from Randy Pettit, track announcer, and what a finish right there. Nate Gregg taking the popular victory here for the Gregg family. Let's, I think we're going to go to break here. So we still have a Q104.1 Stadium Stock Series race number 2. And then, folks, if you've never seen a chain race, stay tuned, stay put on Flow Racing, because it's going to get wild here at the stadium with myself and Jacqueline Drake. We'll be back after this.
Rolling up 13 from the back rail. Car number 51 is Andrew Cates. Starting 12th is the number 16, Blaine Curry from Lexington.
Welcome back to Flow Racing's presentation of the Madhouse. Bowman Gray Stadium, night number 2 in the 2022 season. We have a 15-lap stadium stock race number 2 ready for you, but this is a new crop of drivers, so let's get to that starting lineup there. Jacqueline Drake, I'll start it off here, starting 14th, the third generation driver, but the son of the great A.J. Sanders. It's Steven Sanders starting 14th. In 13th position, the number 51 beautifully prepared machine from Tobaccoville, North Carolina. It's Andrew Cates.
Yeah, and starting in that 12th place position, we have the number 16 of Blaine Curry. And to his inside in the Pinto, the 05 of Victor Flores.
In 10th position, the number 54, it's Justin Owens. And in 9th, Levi Holt from Mocksville, North Carolina.
And another Mocksville, North Carolina native in the 8th position, number 60 of Tyler Bush. And to his inside, the 33 of DJ Dean.
Starting 6th, last week's winner, the number 47, it's Tyler McDonald. And alongside, in the 5th position, the number 32 from Walkerton, it's William Smith.
Starting in that 4th place position, the number 76 of Billy Cameron Jr. And to his inside, in 3rd place, the number 21 of Michael Wells.
All right, now for the front row, the number 28 from Germantown, North Carolina. It's the number 28 of Robert Mabe. And on the pole tonight, gray and green, Matt Goodwin from Kernersville, North Carolina, in the Southern Vinyl machine. His wife is his sponsor. His wife owns Southern Vinyl. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
We got some debris on the track.
We
What
do.
is that?
Well,
What is it?
It looks like we had a fan get a little upset, throw their concessions over. We are at the Madhouse.
It is a cup. It's a styrofoam cup, so no glass breakage. Randy Smith doing his best cleanup work. Randy Smith with the white pants. He's risky right here because he's picking up trash in white pants. I think that plate had some of that Lee's barbecue sauce on it or something. But Randy Smith, round of applause, man.
He's going to walk over to
Oh,
the
he's
fan and
mad.
say, "What's up?"
He's trying to kick somebody out right now. The police there, if you pan to yeah, there we go. The police are down there to see who threw that paper plate. Don't you be throwing a paper plate on the track at Bowman Gray Stadium, man. This is a fresh surface.
The rest of the fans are going to join
He's
in
outta
and
here.
cheer.
He's out of here.
He's out.
I think he's out of here, folks. Well,
Can't throw things
lesson,
on the track.
yeah, lesson to the youngsters. Don't throw a paper plate out on the track or a styrofoam cup. The fans are going crazy now, not for the racing action, but to see somebody escorted out of here. We don't need those type of fans here. But guess what?
He's out of here.
It's colorful. I've never called a guy getting ejected before. This is great.
You know what? We're at the Madhouse, but you got to keep your madness in the bleachers.
Yes, keep it to yourself, man. Keep the madness internal. Meanwhile, behind the facade of this innocent-looking bookstore. Gosh, you never know what you're going to see at Bowman Gray. And okay, my wife loves this place, right? You know, she likes the racing. She's a fan of, well, I can't say who she's a fan of because that's not proper, right? But my son loves it here. My daughter went for the first time last year. But her favorite thing to do here is people watch.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Because you got 17,000 people tonight, a little thinner crowd than the first week. But dude, we still have maybe like 13,000. Are you kidding me? Any racetrack in America would kill to have 13,000 at their racetrack.
And you're in this stadium-style scene. How can you not look around? There's people all around you.
It's fun. Let's go.
We're gonna have some more fun on the racetrack here after those past 2 features. Man, I was on the edge of my seat.
You are actually out of your seat.
I'm not in my
to be
seat,
To be
actually.
technical.
I haven't been in my
You were
seat
not on
at
the
all.
edge. Your seat, I don't even know where
I'm
it is.
standing.
I think your seat's gone.
I threw it out there.
Yeah. Did you throw? Should we eject
Out
you?
the window.
Jacqueline Drake is about to get ejected, folks. Security to the booth. Security to the booth.
Oh, we're gonna take another. This is
Yeah.
the slowest.
Well, we've got a
start
car
of a
stopped
race we've
in
had.
turn
Oh,
number 1 that needs a little
Okay.
needs a little pushy push right there.
We've had such a fast show this evening. Running through these features events and green flag runs.
That's a new car, and it's
The
got.
number
We've never seen
32?
that car. It is. Is it the 32?
32 or is it
Yeah, I think
William
it's.
Smith?
It is William Smith. Okay, I haven't seen that car out here, so that's new to me. That car, white wheel action. I kind of like
Ah,
that.
that's cute.
A little old school.
Like
Oh,
that.
that's cute. It's cute. I don't know if William Smith is. You know, William Smith's gonna go home, watch his broadcast, and be like, "Yeah, my car made TV. Let me hear. I heard it." and then my car is cute.
Well, you know, it's the light blue, I think,
Okay.
and the white.
Yeah,
It's,
poor
it's a
William.
vibe.
I'm sorry,
it's
William.
A vibe, William.
I think it's gone downhill since the ketchup comment.
Oh,
It's about
here
to get
we go
uphill
with the
now.
hot dogs.
It's about to go uphill. It's about to go uphill.
All right. Well, the pace car that you didn't know what it was.
I didn't even know what it was, so that's my
Is
mistake.
going to pull off the field here. We're going to come around for the green flag.
The
This time
nondescript
by
pace car.
Goodwin and Mabe on the front row. We're going to take the green this time by. How will it iron out? Matt Goodwin is going to get sideways right off of the start.
Oh.
We're going to go 4 wide.
It's a traffic jam on the Long Island Expressway. No, it's a stadium stock race in North Carolina. Oh, losing the lead is the 25. Now here comes the 20. Oh my gosh. Haymakers.
Whoa.
It's a yard sale coming off of turn number 4. Matt Goodwin lost the lead, and then he threw it in there. Mach 1 underneath the 21 of Michael Wells. And wow. I'll tell you what, that's not good. That was a hard hit by Michael Wells. Glad to see that it looks like he is okay, but he can't be happy because, ooh, man, he's pulling the car off here. They're telling him to stop. He is not a happy camper. I don't know if that 25 wants to roll by him.
You know how it is at the Bowman Gray.
Here we go. Track officials in his door telling him not to do it. Very good job by the officials to control that situation, but no, it's going to happen. Here we go. Madhouse action across the nose. Michael Wells is not happy. He is mad. He just got that race taken away from him in lap number 1, and you know what? He don't care. The officials tried to stop him, and he's like, I am exacting my revenge. He kind of missed them.
He did. And you know, here at the Madhouse, if you're new to watching Bowman Gray, it's no secret that you can give a little bit of revenge here at this track. So I think that's what he was trying to do there to Matt Goodwin. See if we can get a replay up. Man, Michael Wells hit the wall. That was
slightly aggressive. Let's look at the
Lap
Flow
1.
Racing replay.
Here we
Lap
go.
1, like it's the last lap. Here's the lead pass. He used him as a brake and basically put him in the wall there.
He sure did. Leaned right on him. I don't think he ever hit the brake.
Well, yeah.
We got race control watching over our shoulders, seeing how this ironed out with the 25. Boom, into the wall, 21.
Matt Goodwin is a father of 5, who his wife sponsors his race car, and he's teaching his kids, don't worry about the brake. Nice guy, though. Spent a little time with him this morning in the pits, but you could tell he was maybe a little bit overzealous in that corner.
All throttle, no brake.
Yeah, that was slightly aggressive.
That's my motto at go-kart tracks, though.
Yeah.
You know.
You might want to lay low a little while. You know, a little on movie reference. Oh boy.
Let's see if he can.
DJ Dean hops up to 2nd place. How about that in the Andy Petrie lookalike number 33?
Yeah, it came from 7.
Yes.
And we are only 1 lap into this, folks. 1 lap.
Yeah.
Into these stadium stocks. We have a 15-lap scheduled distance. It's going to come around still under yellow.
I wonder if the 21 is, yeah, I wonder what he's going to do. I wonder what he's doing back there.
Oh, I
never know what he's doing back there.
Guarantee you. They're going to fix that up.
No, I don't think they're going to let him back out there now.
Oh, well, he did go through the field. You can't tear up the field, you know?
They don't like you going through the brand new football field. That's why they got those cones. You see those cones? We did have to put down a few cones this week after last week with John Holloman, but it's
funeral.
Yeah. Cone funeral.
That was entertaining. I've never seen 5 cones come out from underneath the modified.
That was amazing right there. But Matt Goodwin leads him to the green. He's a throttle jockey, that's for sure, and he steps on that loud pedal now. The 25 leads him to green. And last week's winner, Tyler McDonald, looking to get underneath Matt Goodwin, and hopefully Goodwin doesn't throw it in like he did last time. McDonald to the lead. Here comes DJD in the pass in the grass. Nope, that wasn't a pass, but he's going to lose 3rd position now to that number 12 car of Levi Holt.
Yeah, and number 47, Tyler McDonald is going to extend that lead over Matt Goodwin, who's still sitting in that P2. Oh, he gets loose.
Oh, Goodwin spins it in front of the
Oh.
field. DJ Dean just gets by. Now some more contact.
T-bone.
Trouble. DJ Dean's around again. Oh, boy. Matt Goodwin's not having a good night, is he?
No.
Some heavy damage on that white machine. We'll give you a look at who that car is. Can't see the number on it yet, but oh yeah, it is the number 16 of Blaine Curry, whose father, Charlie Curry, was one of the greats in this division years ago and also builds race cars. So, but DJ Dean sitting backwards there, getting a push to get going. That was an interesting, well, we're
Here we go.
3 laps
Flow
in. Let's
racing
watch this replay.
Oh, okay,
He
so
just
he gets
lost
loose
it.
all on his own and then compacted, nowhere to go.
And poor Blaine Curry there, nowhere to go, and gets into the back end. Serious damage to the front of Curry's machine. Good job right there by the 54 of Justin Owens to get by that wreck, and that puts him in the second spot right now, I believe. And he's got some damage to the front of that 54 car. Watch him get by there so narrowly. Right there, he gets the damage, but just skirts by. Wow, by the hair on the chinny chin chin.
All I have to say is if that was skiing, snowboarding, that'd be quite a trick. He did 2 360s.
Hey.
Yeah.
The German judge gives him a 10.
Yeah.
All right, feature number 2 for the stadium stocks. This is a different crop of drivers. They split their cars. They have so many cars that they split them into 2 features. So we are watching the second group of race car drivers in their feature event tonight. Let's reset them right now. Tyler McDonald, a winner last week. Can he make it 2 in a row? Justin Owens in that beautifully prepared number 54 car to the rear bumper.
Just a little bit of hood damage on the 54.
He can kind of see, he can't see over it, but at least he can kind of see out of the left side, because that's where you're really looking anyway.
All right, we're going to get going here on the restart.
Green flag is out, and here comes Owens to the outside. That might not be a smart decision. Here comes the number 12 of Levi Holt to his bottom. The battle is on for second position. Holt to the bottom. Justin Owens losing another spot. Here comes Cameron in that number 76, the a la Blewett family paint scheme, trying to get to P3. Mabe to the pit area, and it looks like we're yellow flag again.
Yeah, the yellow's going to come out on lap 4 of this feature event. 15 laps, scheduled distance.
I see JB Cole going on to the front stretch. He's taking his life into his own hands right here.
Here we go, Flow Racing replay.
He's stopping the 76. We're looking at the Flow Racing replay. Describe what we're seeing here.
Looks like he's going to lose it all on his own. Smoke coming out of the back of that 76. Not sure if it blew up or things are going haywire for him.
Possible rear end on that 28.
Excuse me, that is a 28.
Yep.
I can't see it today.
Oh, that's okay. That's the Davey Allison paint scheme right there. The Haviland number 28.
Yep, loses it on his own here. That's going to produce a caution. And you can kind of see on this front straightaway, I'm looking down right now, a little bit of shine.
Yes.
Could have some oil traces.
Well, guess what, though? Don't worry about it. We're going back to green.
Oh.
What fluid?
That's all right.
What fluid?
I don't see anything.
I don't see any fluid. Nothing to see here.
Everything's great?
Yeah, everything's great. Great, Kyle Busch. Everything's great.
Get your popcorn out, folks.
All right, the pace car to be named at another date has pulled off into the infield, and we're about to go green flag racing again. Lap number 4 for McDonald as he fires off a turn number 4. Green flag is back out. Here comes Justin Owens to the bottom. He finished 4th at Wake County this week. He wants to make it a few spots better here at Bowman Gray Stadium. He's to the inside of the number 12 of Levi Holt. Give P2 to Holt.
Levi Holt going to take over that second place position as Owens in that 54 behind him is going to get at the bumper from Tyler Busch for the third place position. He's able to hold on as they head into turns 3 and 4. Another little rub on the back of him.
Oh, Busch is getting aggressive. Busch is getting aggressive there, and there comes the 54 to slam the door. He doesn't want to give him that inside, Jacqueline.
Inside outside is king here at Bowman Gray. Another one is going to get him sideways coming off. Can he capitalize? And he does. The 68 is going to get right by him, Tyler Bush, but 76 is going to hop down behind and hope to make a freight train behind that 54.
And I'll tell you what, Owens tried to hang on to the outside, but there's just not much out there in terms of grip for these drivers. Owens going through the infield now. His night has gone from bad to worse, and we have a yellow flag out. Matt Goodwin involved in his third yellow.
Matt Goodwin made his way. I didn't even see him sneak back on.
No,
he's back out here, and he got loose again over the turtles, around the turtles, back on the track. He's going to produce a caution flag.
Matt Goodwin kind of lives my dream, because he's got an open trailer and a camper pulling it. I don't know about the 5 kids thing. That wouldn't be my dream. Yeah. I've got 2, that's enough.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I love you guys, but let's look at the Flow Racing replay and see what happened to Matt Goodwin here. And he goes into turn 1 and 2 and runs out of a little talent there.
Oh,
but
hang
hey,
on. Is it a 360 though?
No.
180.
Well, let's just say he saved it. Good save, Matt.
Does it count as saving it though if you make it in the grass?
I was just trying to make him feel better. Yeah. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I like
you know.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't want to go too hard on him. You know. It's like easy. Let's go easy on Matt Goodwin tonight. Unless you're the car he wrecked earlier.
I was trying to give him snowboarding points.
Oh.
See, you know.
I'm just not a snowboarder.
360.
No.
Me
like
neither.
if you attach skis to my butt, I'd be awesome. Olympian.
I'll tell you, I went skiing this past December. It was bad.
You did?
I was not. I mean, I made it down the mountain.
Were you like a giraffe skiing kind of deal?
I did good until my left leg just didn't want to work anymore. So.
Oh, the jet dryer, the big blowers are out. Here we go. Don't be blowing too much grass in my Pinto there.
Look at that grass. It's
Flores.
been a beating in the last feature and a half.
Yes.
Over here in turn 4. They're like, hey, run over this.
I think they got a little bit more to get off of there. It's going to be an interesting exit on the bottom of turn number 4. It's a little dirty down there. And that's right when you're getting in the throttle there. So if your car is down there, that's not going to be too good. All right, stadium stock, 8 laps on the books. That would make for math people or people that are not good at math, 7 laps to go. Mom, be proud.
We're still under caution here, so we're going to wind them down. You know what? Next, I've never seen in person. We're going to see it tonight. Chain race.
We should chain race.
Me and you should chain race.
We should chain race. Wonder if Flo would get us a car.
I think I want to be the front. Can you be the brake?
No, I'm not being the back. You kidding me? You're not slinging me around. Girl. Nuh-uh.
We'll rock, paper, scissors for it. How about that?
I don't know about. I'm not tempting my fate.
All right. Well.
You can't sling around a guy this big.
You cannot.
No.
You're worried about fate and you want to do a chain race?
Well, yeah, if I'm in control, I've got to be in control. All right, let's get back to brass tacks here and get back to 7 to go in the stadium stock race. The pace truck is off. J.B. Cole will have the green flag. It's clenched within his muscular hands right now. The professional wrestler extraordinaire that loves baby oil and spandex during the day, but at night, it's like Clark Kent. He turns into a NASCAR official and flagman. Well, he throws out the yellow now.
Things have gotten a little haywire with that description.
Did you like that?
We're gonna get the yellow back
he's like
out.
the Clark Kent, like the dorky Clark Kent of Bowman Gray. Like a not as good as Clark Kent, because he's Superman. This is just J.B. Cole, man.
You know, Clark
Did you
Kent,
know that? He's a wrestler?
I did not know he's a wrestler.
That guy right
and
down
as
there.
you were unwinding this visual for us.
Like, so I'm good friends with JB, so I love to introduce him to people and say, hey, this is my friend JB. He likes to wear like tights and have baby oil all over.
This is the gentleman in the white pants.
No, that's Randy Smith. But the guy flagging right now in the black pants, I wish we could show the flagman here. We'll see him here as the cars pass by. Oh yeah, you'll see it right now. Oh, look at that. He's flexing for the fans, putting that one to go up in the air. But JB Cole, he's an institution now in Southern modified racing, and especially here at Bowman Gray. We pick on him. What is it? Kid because you care. Ah, there's JB. Look at that. Oh, JB Cole, man. He's got the jacket on. He's a little cold tonight, but he'll post a few selfies later of like workouts and stuff, and we love him though. JB about to throw the green flag, line number 8 here in the stadium stocks. We having fun?
We're having fun.
Come on, I hope you're having fun on Flow Racing. Hit us up on Flow Racing on Twitter. I don't know what our hashtag is. Let's make one up. Green flag is out. McDonald to the button. Going into turn one. Nobody wants to give up that bottom right there, as you see. And there comes Bush to the bottom. But guess what? The number 12 of Levi. Oh.
Here we go. Matt Goodwin again.
I don't know. He might not have caused that one.
No,
Let's
I
just
think he
say
got caught up.
innocent victim. I'm trying to defend the guy
The
because
number
I like him.
number 51 of Andrew Cates.
Yes.
Looks like they just got tangled together.
Andrew Cates involved with the Junior Snows race team. They're kind of like sister teams or cousin teams. What would you say? I guess, both identical looking race cars. The Snow family has raced mini stocks, and these guys race RC cars together. So, the 51 car right there, Cates, you'll see him over at that 61 modified, but identically prepared. So they were eating bacon sandwiches earlier today, and I partaked in some baconing.
Oh.
It was great. I love bacon.
Flow Racing replay here. We're going to see Goodwin get to the inside of Cates into the wall.
That was
a little bit.
Yeah, that was
a little bit of a T-bone.
That was definitely not Cates' fault. It's the opposite. That's the opposite of Cates' fault.
Yeah. And we're going to lose the front bumper.
I think the 25 is I think we need to go bleed the brakes on that car. They must be having some brake issues or something, because
possibly
he's been using a few cars as his brake tonight, and that was a clear example right there. Wow, poor Cates. That was a tough way to get in the wall.
The front bumper of that 25 is barely holding on. I feel like we might be losing it. Could be a yard sale item later today.
Yeah.
If you make your way down to the pits.
Yeah, hey, you know what's great too? If you come to Bowman Gray Stadium and you're a fan, after the races, they open up the pits. So the fans could go down there. It's kind of like where I grew up at Islip Speedway and Riverhead Raceway. You go down there, you can get autographs from the drivers. You can buy their T-shirts. That's tire money, man. And it's a really cool atmosphere in the pit area.
That was one of my favorite things when I was a little kid. Get to go down, go to the trailers, see the race cars up close and personal. And,
Justin Owens stopped on the racetrack. He's had a handful of a night right there, and now he's going to try to get a push. I don't know if that will. He is getting out.
Yeah.
Knight is done. He had a good week going with that run at Wake County, finishing fourth, another little bull ring in North Carolina. But beautifully prepared Ford Mustang body for that driver, and attempting to try to make all the shows here at Bowman Gray this year.
Wake County, geez, it's probably half the size of Bowman Gray, even smaller.
It's a quarter mile, I thought.
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
Baby. Wake County Speedway?
It's a bull ring.
It is.
But it's got
they
banking.
Got a bull statue. It does.
It has banking.
It is. It's like a tiny Bristol.
Have you ever been to Kingsport? That's a goodie.
I have, Tennessee.
Yeah. That's a cool racetrack. Speaking of bull rings with banking. Well, the grand old bull ring named Bowman Gray Stadium is going to entertain us once again, and who knows how much. So right now it looks a little calm, but you never know under these skies what's going to happen. And we learned that tonight in two features with green-white finishes. I'm used to saying green-white checkered, but hey.
No, we've been having green-white finishes. If we get 3 in a row, it must be a lucky night here. Green-white finishes.
Big shout out to Billy Cameron, by the way. Big shout out to him. He's in fourth right now in that red, white, and blue car. Look for him to make his presence known here in this restart. And there he goes to the outside. He's going to try to go 2 for 1, but what a bold move. He's got some gusto there to put it on the outside. That's not easy to do here with this new pavement.
Tyler McDonald's going to continue to keep that lead over the number 12 and pull away as 68 is going to battle Tyler Bush for that second place position.
Tyler Bush now goes to the rear bumper of Holt in turn number 3, trying to get that inside line, gives them a little gentle nudge as they come off the turn, but Holt trying to protect the bottom. Oh, that entry was tough right there. Bush had to get on the binders. Yellow flag is out again. Cates spins around in turn number 3 and 4, the north turn.
We got grass all over the place. Where is our sod person at?
Yeah, we
definitely gonna have to
need
call
that
them
sod
up
sponsor.
after this.
Where's the solder?
The track crew has been down there cleaning up turn 4, seems like all evening.
That's the hardest working track crew in the business. Let's see.
Flow Racing replay here. We'll get to unpack what just happened. You'll see the 51 of Cates, just around he goes. No contact, all on his own. will bring out the caution.
Yeah, Kate's night has not gone very well.
Him and Goodwin, it's not their night.
No, Goodwin especially.
Yeah.
Goodwin is having a really tough night. So
He's,
hopefully things get better. He actually
sitting in
pits right
fifth.
next to the 70. He is?
He's sitting in 5th now after all of that.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
He's sitting right next to the 76 car. Right there you see the 76 of Cameron. Those two pit next to each other each week here in the stadium stock pit.
Pit pals.
Pit pals.
Yeah.
Hey, no pit pal. Frank Bolter. Good company there. That's awesome.
It is.
Little pit pal reference. Good job there.
Let's see if they can work together.
Well, is it pit pal or pit pay?
Oh, you're thinking of Pit Pay.
Is it pit pay?
Yes, there is a Pit.
Well, you know, he's my
Pals.
pal, so that's
You're
why I was
thinking of
thinking.
Pit Pay.
Yeah.
That is a great concept as well.
All right, here,
There we go.
12 laps on the books, 3 laps to go for the stadium stock race number 2. We still have a chain race for you after this, so buckle up, Buttercup. We're going back green flag racing with Tyler McDonald, last week's winner. Green flag is back out. Look at Levi Holt protecting that bottom. Here comes Bush to the bumper, and he gives it to him coming out of turn number 2. Move on over. Here comes Bush.
Popsicle sticks coming up this time by McDonald. Continue to hold that lead over the 68.
Bush, I don't think he's going to have anything for him. So it looks like that orange and black number 47. Tyler McDonald is going to start the season at Bowman Gray. 2 for 2 for Tyler McDonald in the stadium stocks. White flag is out, and it looks like it's going to be all Tyler McDonald. Here he comes around 2 more corners, and 2 for 2 is his. Tyler McDonald is your winner tonight at Bowman Gray.
Wow, what a finish for Tyler McDonald. Able to hold his own through all the caution flags, all the restarts, all the drama that happened behind him. Is going to receive a little, like say, congratulations.
Well, those 2
from the
cars crossed
68.
up last week. You know, if you remember, they got into it a little bit, so there was a little tension there. So I don't know if he was congratulating them. What do you think?
I don't know. I'd like to assume the best.
Well, the number 47 car now pulling into victory lane. He's getting familiar with that. J.B. Cole handing him his checkered flag, and he's going to be off and on his merry way with that Bowman Gray checkered flag. Still a decent crowd here, and I'll tell you what, looking down at the grandstands, I see why. There's a lot of kids here.
A lot of kids, you're right.
And you know, when you're a kid and there's like a demo derby or a chain race, you're begging your mom and dad. They're like, hey, we want to maybe beat the traffic, right? Hey, maybe we want to go to Waffle House, or we want to go get something to eat. But if I'm a little kid, I'm going, Mom, Dad, we're going to stay for the chain race.
Well, you know what? They've asked him probably 100 times. Is it next? Is it next? That's how it goes. Hey, can I
Are we
have
there yet?
cotton candy?
Yeah. It's like, no, sit in your seat.
I want a snow cone now. That's
You do?
No, I'm saying that's what the kids are saying.
Go get her snow cone. Come on now. Imagine if we had cotton candy. You guys know how excited I
some.
get. What?
I brought some.
What is wrong with you?
Do you want some?
No. You know how excited I get? Imagine if it was like dinner with cotton candy.
What
We'd
is
have
your
to go off the air.
What's your favorite type of cotton candy? Do you have a
None.
Do you have a preference? Just all
No, I don't need sugar.
production or ear
No.
saying you don't
Yeah,
need
that I don't need sugar. All the guys know I don't need sugar, especially here. Maybe at home, or maybe somewhere, you know. Nah, not here.
Dessert of choice. What is it? If you-
Brownies. Oh, well,
Brownies.
hey, let's go down to the winner.
Brownies.
That's more important than brownies.
Tyler
There we
climbing
are.
out. Tyler, you're 2 for 2. How many times did you think you were going to have to survive the restart tonight?
I don't know, man. I thought they was going to get me there towards the end. The car really started freeing up, and we was just holding on. I'd like to thank Ward Farms. I forgot them last week. Glad we was able to come back second time and get them announced. MSC Iron, Patriots Market, my dad, my mom, brother, all these fans out here, my fiance and my little girl sitting up there in the stands.
Tyler, you're not finished yet. You got a little more work to do.
Yeah, I know. We got to go get in this chain car and see if we can win this one too.
Tyler McDonald, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the second Q104.1 Stadium Stock Series event. The Midway Mobile Storage Chain Race coming up next. And I'm
How about that right now? We're gonna go from Victory Lane. Carolina Wood Floors Victory Lane right now has a driver in it, Tyler McDonald. But guess what? Tyler McDonald's not done, folks. Guess where Tyler McDonald's going next there, Jacqueline?
It looks like he's going to be the brakes of the chain race coming up over here in the number 47.
Just to the right of the screen right there, you see Victory Lane, and Tyler McDonald has his trophy behind his race car, and I think he's trying to figure out who's going to drive his race car back to the pit area. He's grabbing his helmet. We're going to see some motorsports history here, folks. We're going to see Tyler McDonald go from a winning stadium stock driver to being a madman and getting in the back car, I believe, of a chain race. This guy is insane, man. I kind of like him.
Are we surprised, though?
Are you not entertained? Here he goes. Here comes the run. Here comes Tyler McDonald going down the front stretch. This is almost the fastest he's gone all night. He's going to his brake car. He's going to get behind the wheel of the number 47 chain car all the way to the back of the field. He's looking for his car. He's going to get on the right side. This is an unorthodox approach for Tyler McDonald, but he's going to make it work. Red, white, and blue. Captain America right there, baby. Tyler McDonald, P1, starting in the rear here, maybe, and he's gonna create some havoc.
We're gonna see some things unwind, but before we do, let's head to break.
In that 729 caboose. And those are the contestants in our Midway Mobile Storage Chain Race. When we're ready, you watch that scoreboard.
All right, we're not gonna go to break. You know why? I think we're gonna go right into this.
Should we just...
Here we go. We are underway, lap number 1 of the chain race here at Bowman Gray Stadium. If you don't know what's going on your screen, well, we don't know either, because we've got a car chained to another car, pulling that other car. The car in the front has the steering, has gas. The car in the back has the brakes, and hang on.
We're going to see it all unfold. The 08 team, powered by Dustin Speaks and Trent Newman, is going to take the inside over the 729
Oh, yeah, triple digits,
team.
baby.
Love it. Seems like they've got it worked out on when to brake, when to steer, how to make it all work. The 08 is going to continue to hold that lead. And in third place, we're going to have the team of Mark Spriggs and Gerald Robinson.
You want to be easy on your chain here. You don't want to let it slack up and then pull it really hard. You want to like keep a nice steady tension on your chain, and that's what those leaders are doing right now. Smooth and easy around this racetrack, not getting wobbly. But now the battle's on for second. Here comes the number 1, sticking his nose underneath there. And hey, if you could take out your other competitor's chain, oh, we get a little squirgly there. The 729 contact.
The 729 kind of swung its tail,
Yeah.
the back car, into the 1-car team. And, you know, it didn't hurt their momentum because they were able to still get by them as they're going to look to the inside of the 08.
Are you taking front? You taking back? I'm taking front. I'm driving this thing.
Oh, and they're going to look to the inside of the 08.
Battle for the lead.
Here we are.
Oh, the 08 trouble. Here comes the number 1 team coming to the front. Oh, chain racing. Oh, contact. The number 1 goes around. Chain racing at its finest. Mayhem.
The 08 team is going to push them all the way up to the
3
wall.
wide for the lead. 3 wide. 6 by 6. Oh, 3 by 3. We got a car airborne.
Things are gone.
6 cars pile up into the wall. It's a dirt modified wreck. It's clogged up. Here comes the number 26 car to the bottom. Steady, slow as she goes. Oh my Lord, we've got a pile up. Chain racing at Bowman Gray.
They've got it ironed out over there. And the 25 is now our new leader of Marty Wilmoth. And Marty Wilmoth Sr. in the back.
Oh, senior right there. The tortoise beats the hare maybe tonight here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Slow and steady. The father and son, I guess, maybe. They're related.
Something.
We've got a flabbergasting battle here in the back, and oh Lord, There's cars in the infield. The 08's gone from the top to the bottom to the top again. There's cars in the grass. There's mayhem everywhere at Bowman Gray.
The 08's going to take no prisoners at this point. The leader of this race is the number 25 car.
On the front stretch right now, it's a burgundy car, it looks like. I believe, yes, that is the leader,
Marty
it looks
squared.
like. Marty squared.
And then in second place, we're going to have the 12 team. Adam Moore and Corey Moore right behind them. There's a cone gone rogue on the back straightaway as well.
Look out, cone! Look out! There's Tyler McDonald. He just won the stadium stock race, and he's the rear car running over another cone in turn number 3 and 4. The leader, the battle is on right now. I don't know if that's for the lead. It might be.
This is for the lead
It is.
right here, lap 7. And it looks like the 25 team maybe has a different type of chain. If you look into the back of that burgundy car, it's tied up to the
Flat
back
left front on that car, too.
window.
Look, Jacqueline. Oh, now the leaders getting together. Oh, the leaders have spun coming off of turn number 4.
They're
New
gonna go
leader,
around
Austin McDonald, to
47.
the front.
Ben Barrig in the front car. Tyler McDonald who just won in the back. Lap number 7 currently underway.
7 of who knows what, but hey, they'll let us know when it's finished right here. But your stadium stock winner is now the P2 car in the group. 1 lap to go. This is it.
White flag.
This is it. This is the moment you've all been waiting for in sports. This is it.
The chain race
The chain race.
unleashed. We have the 1 car is completely stopped in the grass, but it doesn't matter because the 47 team's still going to take over as they're going to go into 3 and 4 and to the checkered.
Ben Behringer, Tyler McDonald, Motorsports Glory off of turn number 4, chain race champions at Bowman Gray.
What could be better than
I think we
winning the street stock race?
Yes.
You get to win the chain race right after.
Stadium stocks to
Stadium
chain
stock.
race. We should play Unchained Melody right now, or Unchained by Van Halen. We've got guys getting out of their cars while the race is still going on. Cats and dogs living together.
The fans are going nuts. The drivers out here, they've abandoned their cars. Like, we're done. We're done.
I love it. This is America right here, folks. Wait until you see a demo derby here. Have you ever seen one here?
No.
Oh, that's coming this year too. We got monster trucks. We got chain
There we
races. We
go.
got something called skid plate races. This is going to be. There's a visual on the backstretch when we get to there. There is smoke, and there is a tragedy on the backstretch in the form of an orange cone, and it's a sad sight back there.
Where's
But
the orange cone?
no victory lap for the winner. He's climbing out now. Let's go down to victory lane.
Ben Behringer in the winning car up front, and Tyler McDonald, of course, in the caboose. Take it away, sir.
Yeah, Tyler, I just saw you just a few minutes ago, but let me get a word with Ben Behringer. How was that? Was that fun or what?
Hell yeah.
Tyler, I don't know. Randy Pettit and I were talking. Might be a nice trivia question. Has anyone ever hopped out of a winning car and then won the very next event? I don't know.
I don't know either, but this is a whole lot more fun than the mini stock race, I can tell you that.
All right, Ben Behringer and Tyler McDonald, the winner of the first Midway Mobile Storage chain race of the season.
Thank you, Randy. Congratulations, guys. Again, fans, we appreciate you joining us.
All right, what a night of racing here at Bowman Gray Stadium as Tyler McDonald and Ben Behringer take the win. History made at Bowman Gray as Tyler McDonald not only has won 2 races to start the stadium stock division, but the domination continues as the back half of the chain racing glory that is Team America right there. Team Fast, as it says on the side of that race car. But what a night here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Sure has. You know, I didn't expect him to use his lady luck on the
there's the
chain
cone.
race, but oh, here it is.
Let's play taps.
Moment of silence.
Bum, 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 bum,
Another cone
bum.
down. We have some wounded in the football field, to be fair, as well.
All right, let's recap the night for you real quick, Jacqueline. Of course, your stadium, your you had twin races tonight, but the first race of the night, the stadium stock race number 1, the legendary A.J. Sanders taking his 51st victory. Sportsman won tonight, his first ever win here at Bowman Gray. What a moment, Riley Neal.
Oh, great. That truly was a moment here, Bowman Gray, to see him and his grandfather side by side, giving him no room to breathe, and him truly earning his first win here at the stadium.
The twin modified features won by John Boyd, Jonathan Brown, and Randy Butner. The twin sportsman races won by Riley Neal. We just mentioned that. And then female superstar Amber Lynn winning the second one of those. Street stocks won by Nate Gregg, and incredible finish to that race as we went green-white. And then your stadium stock race number 2 by Tyler McDonald, and the chain race by Tyler McDonald and Ben Barringer. What a night of racing here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Just be ready, because we've got more coming for you each and every week. We have 15 more races to go here on Saturday nights, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There ain't nothing like it in the world. It's Bowman Gray, still the most exciting of them all. You're going to be joining us for a few of them. How pumped were you for your first night here?
Oh, I was so pumped. It's such an honor to be here. This is the Madhouse. It's one of the most historic racetracks in short track racing history. There's so much meaning here with the past of NASCAR that's been here, and it's great to join you here. And you can catch it all season long right here on Flow Racing.
That's right. Keep it locked into Flow Racing. Now go over to some of the other racing tonight, because there's plenty on the channel. I'm Matthew Dillner, your host almost each and every week here. And on behalf of myself, on behalf of Jacqueline Drake, on behalf of the hard-working crew that we have, the cameramen, everybody in the truck, did a great job tonight. Very proud of this team that we have assembled here for you each and every week. And on behalf of Flow Racing, I want to tell you thanks for coming in to our channel and watching the 73rd season of racing here at Bowman Gray Stadium. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Once again, enjoy your rest of your Saturday night, and until next time, we'll see you at the races.